Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
Oh my goodness, into the long weekend we go. Massive football game tomorrow. Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The 6-1 Edmonton Elks taking on the 4-2 Saskatchewan Roughriders. The Elks first in the CFL's West Division. Saskatchewan sitting there second at 4-2. Winnipeg now 4-4. After the loss last night, Calgary's 3-4. They play in Hamilton tomorrow. BC getting the win yesterday, so they're 2-5. So the Elks can really take control of the division with a win tomorrow. So that is a 5 o'clock game. We'll, of course, have storylines for that game over the course of the next 3 hours. Jason Milne and I are 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday on Edmonton Sports Talk. Tomorrow at 4, it's Matt and Milne. The Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show from Commonwealth Rec Center. So that's at 4 o'clock, leading into the 5 o'clock game. Then they're on right after the game for the Commonwealth Stadium post-game show as the Elks try to sweep this home and home with the Melonheads. And of course, the upper deck has been opened for that game. So sections S, T, and U are open on the east side of the stadium. So behind the Riders bench, that's the side that the TV camera is shooting during the game. So those seats are going to be available. Basically, between the goal lines in the lower bowl is pretty much sold out. The last thing I was told was that there are very few individual seats available. If you want to sit in the corners, there's still some room there. I think they're calling those the P5 seats. And then in the upper deck, they're the P1 seats because they're right at midfield and a pretty good view. So that's the situation there. So pretty exciting. I mean, the team's doing well. Weather should be good. It's going to be hot. I guess when it's this hot, there's always a chance of a storm, but should be good weather for the game and a very significant game here in the standings as we approach the halfway point of the season in the Canadian Football League. Ref Week will continue this week with Bud Steen. Speaking of the CFL, 30 years in the league. He's going to join us at about 4:20. We'll have our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, and who knows what else we're going to discuss. We do plan things, and then we tend to meander a little bit as well. Mr. Milne, how are you doing?
Very good, Reid. Excited. It's been an exciting day. There's been a buzz around the office. Would you say?
Well, I got here a little later, but yes, it's a very jovial mood in the office.
Yeah,
I didn't get here until about 12:45 because I went to the news conference at Commonwealth with Chris Morris.
I think everybody can feel the excitement building for. It's nice to see the reward or see this come to fruition. To see the Elks fans showing up. You know, that was and has been a big question. Now, I understand it's Saskatchewan. Okay, that's great. But you still got to do that. You still got to, if you have an opportunity to open that upper deck, sure, why not? I mean, I think it would probably equate to 200 seats with what they've opened. Like, it's not a lot.
Well, it'd be more than that because it's rows like 40-something to 70-something.
But it's 3 sections. Like it's not a
no, it's not everything is open. It's certain seats, but still it's open.
It's open.
There should be spillover.
And you know what, Reid, it's positive. It's positive and quite frankly, this organization hasn't had a lot of positive things, storylines to discuss in recent memory.
Right.
So it just adds to a year that's been quite fulfilling for Elks fans and this city, really.
The one thing, other thing we're going to wrap up today. Oh, and Ref Week's going to continue into next week.
We have to.
We've enjoyed it so much. We think our audience, all of you out there, have enjoyed it. So we're actually going to continue it probably not all of next week for a couple of days because we had some other irons in the fire with trying to book guests and reach out to people, and those have come to fruition later in the week, so we're going to extend it into next week. Today, we're going to wrap up our all-time greatest athlete based on the first letter of their last name, okay? So we have done 20 letters of the alphabet. We have not gone in alphabetical order. We've done a different vowel every day, and then I've just sort of randomly picked letters. So today, here are the letters we're going to do. We're going to go out of alphabetical order for even the letters we picked today. We're going to go Z, X, F, E, R, and we will wrap up with the letter J. I don't know who might qualify for the letter J. So
I think it's going to be
between
fantastic.
about 340 and 420. Oh, I think it's going to be epic. I think the whole week's already been epic in that category. I think quite frankly, we've had an awesome week of programming here on this show.
I would agree.
I think the station as a whole. So we'll get to those letters today. People play along at home. A lot of people have been posting their own letters or their own players for each letter in the nasty chat. That's the chat that's going on the right-hand side of the page on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk. If you haven't already, give the show a thumbs up. Click the like button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
You can also listen to iHeartRadio. You can listen to TuneIn Radio. Let other people know how they can find Edmonton Sports Talk. We continue to build. We continue to spread the word. We continue to want to bring people into our great community. So help us just a little bit and let other people that you know, or even people you don't know, walk up to somebody on the street and say, hey, look at this. It's Edmonton Sports Talk. You can text us 780-218-9999. That is presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. How about this? At Tap 25 at River Cree Resort and Casino, 50% off the entire menu at Tap 25, 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m., rivercreeresort.com. You can also email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. More clips coming up in the next segment of the show, but I just want to throw in a comment here from Elks president Chris Morris, asked if the upper deck would ever open again this season.
Yeah, I sure hope so. You know, like we got to keep playing well, and there's a lot of things that have to keep going well for us. But I'm hopeful that like 2 or 3 times this year we have to open up the upper deck. It's 30,000+. Like I really like. I'm a competitive person. Like Winnipeg had 32,000+. Like if we were over 33 on tomorrow afternoon, then we have the top gate in the CFL for at least one game, right? And that's how it starts, one game at a time. You get it for one game. Then maybe you get it for 2 or 3 games where you beat somebody else for the top gate. And then game by game by game, you improve. And then, by the end of it, you never know where you might be.
All right, so we'll see what number they get to tomorrow. But great news. It's looking like a big crowd for that game. Last night, I attended Spider-Man Brand New Day. Saw a couple of great people. You hear them on Edmonton Sports Talk because they're a friend of EST, and you can also get them wherever you get your podcasts. MCTV, Mark Majot and Corey Graham, one of another friend of theirs was there as well, Ian, and we watched Spider-Man Brand New Day. We talked about this yesterday, and I said I would give my brief review with hopefully limited spoilers. I would say that this is a good, bordering on very good movie.
Wow.
I enjoyed it. I was pulled into it. I thought some of the things I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Spider-Man's web swinging and his physicality, like the way he traversed the city and some of the things that he did to move around the buildings or the things he did in battles. I thought looked really cool. Was maybe a little different than some of the other things we've seen.
Can I ask you something? Because you mentioned that earlier. Like, what was different, if you can? Like, because he slings a web and goes up, and then he it's a picture of him sliding. I don't want to give away too much. Okay, it's not story related, but I just thought some things looked really cool. Okay, and they maybe put a little more thought into if a person actually had these powers and became quite experienced with them. What are some of the things they might do that would
be comfortable for them to get around.
Okay.
I thought his suit looked great. I mean, there's still technology in the suit, but it looked like a little more of a cloth homemade suit as opposed to this sort of almost metallic thing that Iron Man had designed for him.
Right.
I thought that was pretty good. The first half hour was sensational. Like, and Majot said the same thing to me after, like 30 seconds in or 30 minutes in, we were thinking this is going to be all-time great. It didn't maintain that. Okay. But I thought that the story was pretty good. I thought the acting was pretty good. I thought that the villain was interesting. They did a good job with the villain. It's not a traditional Spider-Man villain, which I still found disappointing. And some of my fears were realized that this is a setup for future movies and characters. But it wasn't as heavy-handed or distracting as it could have been. But I thought in the final 30 to 4 minutes, it went there. And even though the final action and the finale is good and is interesting and is good at culminating the journey of the characters of the movie, it still made me feel like this is not completely a Spider-Man movie anymore by the time we got to the end. Okay? So I would say it is good, bordering on very good. Now, I'm a hard marker.
Yeah, that's
This
probably...
doesn't mean I didn't like it. But I'm not going to say something is excellent unless I think it's excellent, and I reserve the word excellent for very few works of art, whatever they are.
Care to provide an example of an excellent movie on the Reid Wilkins scale?
There Will Be Blood, Parasite, Dr. Strangelove, This is Spinal Tap, 7. There's probably stuff. I mean, Project Hail Mary's pretty close. Obsession's pretty close. Yeah.
Okay.
All those would be very, very good or excellent. Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. That's excellent.
Max
Guardians
Mazzozu
of the
asks,
Galaxy, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, excellent. Thor Ragnarok, excellent.
is it the best Holland Spider-Man movie?
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. So there's,
I'm
there's
just
a quick
happy you had a
review.
great night.
Well, it's fun to go to movies. Like,
Right.
even if you see a stinker, it's still like, I got to go to the
Company
theater.
was excellent, right?
Company was excellent, yeah. The nice reclining theaters that Ben built there at
Yep.
Landmark St. Albert.
By hand.
Because you helped build that theater.
Yep.
There's only 6 screens or something. Eh? It's not that big. 8, but only we were in the laser.
Oh, so you're in screen one?
That one that's where you walk right in and you're
into
there.
it.
Yeah, is that the only one that has
That's the only. No, they all have recliners.
But that's the laser
that's
presentation.
the laser presentation.
So
That's the only theater they
okay.
have there for that. Yeah.
Right. So if you have retinal damage, you can appreciate it even more.
Yes. All right. They had the lights on the walls and stuff, and
Sure, I guess. What do they do?
well, I don't know. That's just part of their.
What's
presentation.
laser, guys? Sorry. Like, what do you mean?
It's something to do with the projector.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
It's
a high
was it
quality.
higher
laser,
quality.
laser AVX or something.
Yeah.
I
Better
prefer-
surround sound, I believe. They charge more for those tickets.
Ooh,
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
No.
Yeah,
no expenses spared. Hey,
I mean, it wasn't like. I think it was $25 for a
Yeah.
ticket.
Okay.
So it'd be more. Usually, it'd be what, probably 12 to 15.
It's 17 for regular theater.
Okay. So anyway, good night out. Good movie. Glad I saw it.
I'm glad you did too.
Yeah, overall enjoyable. I'm curious to hear from other nasties once more of you see it, what you thought. All right, we have our off-topic topic coming up. This is a good one. This was Jay's idea. I think it's an awesome idea. But first, we better get to your afternoon headlines. They are presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Color palettes after their first win against the French Falcons. The last time I saw a mismatch this bad, it was my brother-in-law taking on Lady Luck. Bluebirds up against the Cardinals. Hey, that's a bird battle. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a pecker in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? And hey, it's going to be an upper decker at Commonwealth Stadium. What's more overrated, Pilsner or Trevor Harris? I'm Chet Palmer.
So Chet doesn't agree with you then?
I don't think he thinks the color palettes have a chance tonight against the French Falcons.
Right.
I, on the other hand,
You do.
hijacked your play of the day yesterday and picked Ottawa to beat Montreal.
Well, that's, there's always people that think maybe, who would have saw BC blowing the doors off of Winnipeg in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, so I didn't get to watch that game. Was this Salter kid pretty impressive?
No.
Okay.
No, he can run. I think he had 20-some passing yards heading into the fourth quarter.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. But Horvath, their running back, that guy is something special.
Oh, the fullback.
Well, no.
Oh, he's the running back?
He ripped off like 2 40-yard runs to
Did
seal
Butler
it.
play?
Nope.
Oh,
he was
okay.
injured.
Okay.
So they gave Horvath the rock, and man, he was just...
But was he the guy that was doing their quarterback sneaks?
Yep.
Okay.
Same guy.
All right.
He's built like a brick house. Very, very talented running back. So watch for that name more and more.
All right. Klima's lid says, I thought this was a family show. I think it is. Family's very important to both of us.
You heard it here first.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of running combined with Horvath and Salter. But yeah, he did not look confident throwing the football. But Winnipeg, man, like that was a game that they had, that they should have had. But Drew Brown got injured. Elgersma came in, looked like his final drive, he fumbled the ball 2 times in a row.
Oh, really?
2 consecutive plays.
Okay.
He's a massive human being, though. Like he is I understand why he got such a good look in the NFL, because when he's standing in the pocket in the CFL, he's taller than most of the old linemen.
Oh, okay.
Like he's a big boy.
Right. All right. Tonight, Ottawa, Montreal, what is it? Calgary, Hamilton, and Saskatchewan, Edmonton tomorrow. CFL season has been very, very entertaining so far. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. This is your off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536.
Okay, so from here last night, I went to a friend of Edmonton Sports Talk, a good friend of mine, Damon Bunting. He was putting on an open house.
Oh, nice.
And I'd never seen an open house like this before. There was fancy cars in the driveway. Like this is, just to be clear, this is a $3.8 million listing.
Oh, so you weren't shopping.
I was not. But it was, everybody come together, get together. Let's showcase this house. Let's talk about Robin Hood Association, he's very tied to. It was just a very good night. It was a ticketed event. He just told me to come by. But you
got comped?
I got comped.
Oh,
Reid.
wow.
It was, the food was provided by the Keg.
Oh, geez.
They had like bartenders and servers walking around. Like it was swanky.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went down. Jordan Baker was there, head coach of the Stingers,
we know him.
GM.
Yeah.
Your old colleague Jack Michaels
I know him as well.
was also there. There was a lot of people there. So I went and toured the house. It's what you're supposed to do. I grabbed myself a crab roll and a Chardonnay.
Oh, good.
And went and toured the house.
Or Chardonnay, as we say back in Evansburg.
Hey, that's Chardonnay there. Thelma, bring me another Chardonnay. I don't know why I used that name.
That's funny.
Okay, so I went to the basement, and this is what I saw. I took a video so I could show you all here. This is the basement. So this would be like a dream home. So pool table, bar, more TVs than you could shake a stick at, and a massive, massive fitness room.
Oh my God.
Like glassed in.
This is
for those on the audio stream, like fancy.
So what's the basement, like 2,000 square feet?
It's huge. There's a bedroom down there. There's one of those pools in the backyard that shoots the water at you so you can swim in it. It's like a lap pool.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, it just flows the water towards you and you swim.
Have you seen my shooting pool, Mr. Bond?
Yeah. This is it.
This is like a Bond villain basement.
This is a Bond villain basement.
Try the pool table, Mr. Bond.
Poker table, huge home theater set up. It's just
It seems like more than you would use.
it's overkill for sure, but it got
Right.
me thinking, like, what is the perfect basement?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like what? Because it's going to be different to each person.
Yes.
Like when I went down there, the immediate thought I had of that house was, wow, that is a very nice physical fitness room,
Yeah.
a gym. I thought it ate up too much space of the basement. You
I
know,
see.
I
Okay.
would have, although it's beautiful, it's glassed in, I would have probably cut the size of it in half.
Sure.
Because there was a lot of empty
Wait,
space
who
there
are
for
you,
like
a bodybuilder
stretching and stuff.
Yeah, what are you?
Just give me some
Arnold
free weights,
Schwarzenegger in his
baby.
prime?
The pool table was a nice touch. The bar was really nice.
Okay.
So the bar, it's like a bar. You walk up to it and there's like a bar ledge, and then there's TV facing out, and there's a TV facing the patio,
Oh,
and then
jeez.
there's server doors that bifold open.
Oh, my God.
So you could be having guests out on the patio. It's a walkout basement, and you can come up to the server door or window and get your drink or whatever. So
Wow, okay.
that's the off-topic topic. Let's build. Tell Reid and I and Benny and all the listeners here, what is your dream basement? What's got to be in there? For me, I'll start.
Dream basement. Okay. Mine would not be that large.
No,
but
like that's pretty overkill. Okay, so I'm trying to keep this one within reason too. I mean, yeah, I want a pot of gold in my basement, but that's just not a reality. I would love to have a pool table.
okay.
I like some billiards. I have a pool table.
have a pool table.
Well, you'll notice, Ben, what I described. Like I love my basement.
You love your basement. You wouldn't change a whole lot.
I wouldn't change a whole lot because it's got everything here. It's got a pool table. It's got a fireplace, like wood burning stove. You can hear the crackle of the wood.
Oh, nice.
You have your man cave a little bit.
Yeah, I got my neons, my beer signs.
Yeah.
It's got music because I have my record player down there and it's sounded out in there. And the only thing I'm missing in my basement, though, is a wet bar.
Yeah.
I would like a wet bar
Okay.
down there. But yeah, like I like the lights of it all. I like when like the neon lights and the different bar lights and some memorabilia. It's a nice touch.
Okay.
But yeah, what's your dream basement?
Yeah, mine's probably pretty simple. And I'm probably going to list things that maybe I already have in my house. They're just in different rooms. Or maybe I won't. I guess I can be a little bit over the top here. I guess a dream basement, first of all, would have a guest room and full bathroom. In the guest
Yeah.
room.
Sure.
You know, I've talked about my cousins from
Like an
Ontario coming.
ensuite in the guest room.
Yeah, ensuite. Sorry. Yeah. Like, so it's like, hey, James, Chris, that you're down there.
Yeah.
That's your bathroom for the week, however long you're here.
Right.
Good, that's fine, right? Good,
Yeah.
You're comfortable. Then I would want to have like a reading nook, like a comfortable reading chair with a light, with a nice light, and maybe a nice side table, like an actual little reading nook.
Right,
And
like a reclining
and maybe
chair?
and maybe
Yeah.
the TVs. I kind of have that in my house now, I guess, in the loft, but. But I'd want a kind of a nice dedicated reading area, maybe like shelves you could even reach from the chair or stuff.
Right.
And then I would want like a big gaming area, like a gaming table, shelves for board games. So you're just pulling them off,
Right.
putting them down, and like a beer fridge and a snack cupboard.
Oh, nice. A pantry would be nice.
And
down there.
I'd be pretty happy. Like I wouldn't need a pool table. I had a
see, here's
foosball
the thing
table.
with the
I
pool
got rid
table.
of it like years ago.
Here's why I love the pool table, because I can also put a ping pong table
Yep.
on top of it.
Yep.
And it doubles as a ping pong
Oh,
table.
I see.
And then it doubles as, hey, when Christmas is around and we're wrapping gifts for our girls,
Table.
the table's theirs to use as kind of a big,
Right.
like a scrapbooking size table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when we host dinner at our house, I can sit people around the table and they have a place to put their drink or their
Okay.
gift if we do a gift exchange. So it's versatile.
All right. Ben?
One, I'd like a theater, some type of like some nice I'm talking like Landmark Cinema type seats.
Like you want
wow.
theater
And a
seating,
pretty
like
large
a row of four up
a
top.
row- projection
yes,
screen.
Yeah.
projection screen, the whole deal. That'll be like kind of like my man cave. Have like whatever type of like framed jerseys and stuff around it. Make it like a kind of a man cave. A gym. I would like a gym in the basement. Kind of keep it my own space, so I wouldn't have to leave there. If I could stay in the basement for the rest of my life, I would. So gym and a golf sim is a requirement for me. If I were to build my dream, dream basement, I need a golf sim in there.
I think Ouellette would also be on the golf sim train.
Yeah.
It's just not up my alley.
Really?
But I understand it.
Yeah.
And it would be fun for your guests to come over and you could play like the games they have on the golf sim.
Yeah.
So I see that for sure.
Hyman's got it. Yeah. Hyman said this has a good potential for keep/cut.
Oh,
that could have been
right.
It. That could have been it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, well maybe we'll do that next week. Yeah. We got a busy show today. We may do some different than Benny's rankings today. But yeah, this is fun.
Big Uke says versatile. More like versatable. Am I right?
I feel like mine's pretty boring, all things considered.
Well, that's okay.
But I don't have a family to worry about, and even guests. I rarely get guests that would stay for a long time.
Like our basement, there's 2 bedrooms down there. There's a toy room, and then there's this big open area, right, where there's a huge couch and the TV.
It's a nice spot.
Like I can kick the kids and all their friends down there because that's what we wanted it to be. To be perfectly honest, is when the kids are of age and they're starting to have kids over more often, their friends over on the weekends or whatever.
Yep.
We want it to be at our house.
Okay.
And we want to be like, so we've provided things for the kids so that, hey, this is kind of the cool house. This is the cool basement.
Right.
So that they are forced to come over under our watch.
Right.
As opposed to letting my children go to other people's
houses. You got a corgi.
And we have a Coop the corgi.
Yeah.
I left him out today.
Uh-oh.
Under my wife's, direction. She said Coop can stay out.
Okay.
Well,
so him and Bingo are out.
Let him enjoy it.
I'm zipping home right after this.
He'll sleep well tonight. That's okay.
He will. But I mean, it's nice for him to be able to roam around and take a leak whenever he needs to.
Oh yeah, because
I left for the hangout early, right? Yeah. So I left our house at 7:45. So that would be like 12 hours him inside. He'd have water, but it's probably better
nice
for him to be outside.
Yeah. All right, so that's the off-topic topic for William Huff. Your dream basement, what's in it, or something you'd like to have in your basement. People will probably think bigger, well, especially than me. Mine was pretty simple, but some really good ideas. 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Post in the Nasty Channel on YouTube. Email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. Comments from Elks President Chris Morris about opening part of the upper deck for tomorrow's game against the Riders when we get back. Here's Ben Thompson.
Double E are opening the upper bowl for the first time since 2023 as they rematch the Roughriders tomorrow. Left guard Carter O'Donnell returns from a 1-game absence while Joe Cooper slides in at right guard. On the other side of the ball, Jared Brinkman and Sam Emilis are a game-time decision. Both AJ Ouellette and defensive back Roland Milligan Jr. have been placed on the 6-game injured list. Friday Night Football, we got the winless Red Blacks challenging the East-leading Alouettes. Kickoffs at 5:30. No Brett Lothar for Ottawa with the veteran kicker out long-term. Davis Alexander and Jake Mayer are facing off at quarterback. Meanwhile, at Rogers Center, the Jays host the Cardinals to open a 3-gamer. Dylan Cease starts for the Jays, while Kyle Leahy counters for St. Louis first pitch just after 5. Elsewhere, we have 5 games left when the Riverhawks play the Falcons tonight. First pitch at 7:30 with full games available on any of the Edmonton Sports Talks audio streams. From the Expo Center, the Edmonton Stingers have just 2 games left before playoffs. Tip-off goes at 7 tonight against the Mamba before closing out their season next Sunday against the Blackjacks. Can't make it Expo Center? Tune into the game on any of Edmonton Sports Talks audio streams. And then the NHL news, 23-year-old Sharks forward Colin Graff has signed a 3-year extension in San Jose worth nearly $13 million total. He had 46 points in 81 games last season. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or online at paramountflooring.ca. Reid Wilkins Show continues on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
2 months away from the regular season opener. What are the Edmonton Oilers missing the most?
I try to look at it, single out certain areas. I try to look at an all-encompassing one-word answer. It's kind of an identity. I think they have to get to a place where everyone's playing a similar style, especially without the puck.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, this segment presented by the Edmonton Elks. So they play tomorrow, and then there are 5 home games left after that. Be there for the rest of the season with a 5-game ticket pack and receive a $25 voucher. Get your half-season pack at goelks.com/tickets. And tickets going well for tomorrow. Of course, what are we at? What's the latest number they've put out? Over 27,000?
That's what we heard. They were at 27,000 this morning around the announcement time. They're projecting 1,900 seats to continue per day.
Okay.
Which would suggest that they'd be at, the close to 39 or 29,000. Walk-up projection from Chris. Maddie said it earlier on the Hangout. I believe he said about 3,000. 3 to 4, depending on the day or weather. Sorry. So yeah, you could. I mean, Matt asked on the Hangout if you think it's going to be the biggest crowd that they've had since the last time they sold out the lower bowl. Well, last year was
a little over 30 with Saskatchewan.
They did it the year prior. They sold out the lower bowl
for the Labor Day rematch. But they didn't open the upper deck. All right. So anyway, good stuff. I mean, a lot of people speaking more positively about the team. And, they've been pretty exciting to watch this season. Chris Morris talking about what is opened up.
Give you my version of exact. It's in the middle up there. Okay. Up there in the middle. If you go to Ticketmaster, then you can get the exact details, but it's right in the middle of the field. We're opening up the the $100 seats that go up there, because all the $100 seats are gone from the lower bowl. So like there's still lower discounted seats around the lower bowl. So until that's all full, then we'll fill up the rest of those up the top.
All right. So it's 3 sections. Like it's S, T, and U you're looking right now, aren't you?
Yeah. U2, T2, S2.
Right. Upper deck.
Yeah.
And there are seats in the corners in the lower bowl if you wanted to.
Yeah. So where the dogs were,
Double M, right?
Towards the west side of the stadium, towards the Innova fan deck or party deck.
Okay.
There's seating in that end zone. And really, like, I'm looking like Section Z has 25 tickets left. Section N, 12 tickets left at $27.25.
Okay.
Section H, $57. 10 tickets left in that whole section.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So that's exciting. We'll see how it goes over the next, what do we have here? About 25 and a half hours until the game starts. And President Chris Morris says, we got to keep building the attendance.
Yeah, we were last in attendance 2 years ago. Last year we moved up 2 spots, and we've had a steady increase in our attendance and in our perception of the city, and in our performance on the field and in a lot of areas. So like we anticipate being better. This is Edmonton. Like if we have a good product and we have something that the people can resonate with, they're going to come watch. And we feel we have those kind of people in our locker room. We feel that people feel great about what they're seeing on the field and how they're playing. So I'm confident this is going to continue to build.
Yeah, I got to chat. Chris was on the show Tuesday. Was he on? Earlier this week he was on. And some good momentum was building.
Wednesday he was on.
Right, because he suggested that this could happen maybe on Friday. The upper deck could be open, so that's pretty good. I talked to him briefly at practice today, the walkthrough before he did the media availability. And like he spoke very highly of the players Ed has brought in, of the attitude that Mark Killam is creating. And we had the talk that, I often say it's not about perfection. Bad things happen in a football game. The other team is going to make plays. This team overcomes that, right? And is in it at the end or has been able to put games away. So that's really positive. And he's encouraged by what he sees. And he was asked today, just about being happy that this is happening tomorrow. He gave what I think is a very interesting answer.
Yeah, I'm more happy for our staff and for the players. Like, there's been some people here who put a lot of work in over the years and done really, really good job. And I'm just happy for them to have, it's a public job here. Like, when you work for the Edmonton Elks, you're a public persona. So you walk around the city, and if you're not doing well, there's that element of, you feel like people are watching you and not, and everybody's walking around with some pride now. And everybody's walking around like they feel like they're part of something special. And that's what it needs to be. And whether you win or lose, if you feel like you're part of something special, that's a great place to work. And you're not always going to be 6-1, but if you have confidence in what you do and how you do it, you're always going to feel good. Getting to 6-1 gives you some credibility. So now even if things don't go well, or there's another time period where things aren't going, we come back to the anchor of, we know we do things the right way here. We know we feel good about the way we do things here, and it gives you resolve and it gives you resiliency to continue forward. So I'm very, very happy for the people here that have suffered through some of this.
Yeah, I mean we've talked about this. He reinforces that. I don't want to be too repetitive or overstate it, but we've talked about culture, the connection of the team to the community, having people running or in key positions who you feel that care about it and are in for the long term and understand it. And he made a good point. Like he's happy for staff members, behind the scenes people who have been having ideas about try to sell tickets and let's do this and maybe struggling with that. And now some of their hard work is paying off.
Yeah, it kind of a surprising answer if you're just looking at this from the outside in. But being close to this team and watching the struggle that has went on for the past years and finally getting some results, I see the legitimacy for that answer.
Yeah.
And I see the honesty in that answer, Reid, because that's hey, culture doesn't just happen on the field. It happens in the sales office too.
Yeah.
Right? It happens in the team store. I remember when Chris was hired, he says, I want players on this team to know who Sandy or Steve is at the team store. They got to know those people because those are as important of people to this organization as you are on the field.
Yeah.
That's, I think, why he's encouraging, his employees and the whole organization is a part of this.
Well, it's not always fair. And we saw the Oilers go through this, and I saw this happen to people who I knew worked for OEG. They're doing their jobs, whatever it is, and their public interactions are, well, you must suck.
Right.
I'm not even in hockey ops.
Right.
It's probably say with the Elks, it's like, I'm in the team store. Like, why am I getting attacked? It's not fair, but it happens. And now there's sort of like, hey, you stuck with it. You kept your attitude up. You stayed involved, and now because other things are going well, you're getting to reap the benefits of that.
But I almost guarantee, Reid, if you were to bring in somebody that I forget the lady's name that I talked to at the team store, very lovely lady, I guarantee you she would tell you that it's been a massive difference and change around that entire office. Because she's been there through it all.
Yes, and there have been, well, just having Chris there and knowing he's not going anywhere.
But there's
and
a sense of pride
the
now.
CFL. Yes.
It's like, oh, you're with the Elks? Oh, man, they're doing awesome.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Just quickly here, we'll have more clips throughout the show. Offensive lineman and local guy, Mark Cordy, on having the upper deck open.
Yeah, it's pretty cool as a local guy. We've been through some tough goes with the team here. So to see things turning around on the field and then to have that support from the community is huge. It really feels like things are starting to pay off for us. Yeah.
And I asked Cordy a simple question: why are you guys 6-1?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons. I think 3 phases are playing well. The defense has played really well. Offense has played well. I think offensively we found a way to be multidimensional. Some games we're running the ball well. Some games we're throwing the ball well. Some games we're doing both. So I think we've been able to complement each other well.
All right. Well, a little more from Cordy, more comments from Chris Morris as we move throughout the afternoon. Ref week will be with Bud Steen. I mean, he's synonymous with the Canadian Football League. He was an official for 30 years. We will have Jay's play of the day when we get back, and we'll do our final 6 letters of the alphabet. Best athlete of all time based on the first letter of his or her last name. This is going to be fun today. Here is the irreplaceable Ben Thompson with a sports update.
Edmonton Elks are opening the Upper Bowl at Commonwealth Stadium for the first time since 2023 as they host the Saskatchewan Roughriders tomorrow. Left guard Carter O'Donnell returns after missing 1 game, while Joe Cooper shifts over to the right guard. For Saskatchewan, defensive lineman Jared Brinkman and receiver Samuel Emelis are game-time decisions, while running back AJ Ouellette and defensive back Roland Milligan Jr. have both been placed on the 6-game injured list. Week 9 of the CFL continues tonight as the winless Ottawa Redblacks visit the East-leading Montreal Alouettes. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Ottawa will be without veteran kicker Brett Lothar, who remains out long-term, while Davis Alexander gets the start for Montreal opposite Jake Mayer. Over to Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays open a 3-game series against the Cardinals tonight at Rogers Center. Dylan Cease gets the ball for Toronto, while Kyle Leahy starts for St. Louis. First pitch is just after 5. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Riverhawks have 5 games remaining in their regular season as they host the Kelowna Falcons tonight. First pitch is scheduled for 7:30. Across town, the Edmonton Stingers have just 2 games left before playoffs. They host the Vancouver Bandits tonight at the Expo Center. Tip-offs at 7. We're wrapping up the regular season next Sunday against the Winnipeg Sea Bears. If you can't make it to the Expo Center, listen live on EST's audio streams. And in NHL news, Sharks forward Colin Graff assigned a 3-year contract extension worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old recorded 46 points in 81 games last season. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Duke, locally owned and operated, serving the Duke and surrounding area for over 30 years. Windsor Plywood has doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood, the Duke. Jay's play of the day on the other side of the break here. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
the oil stream.
You're going to say that McDavid doesn't win a cup in the next 2 years and then still takes $8 to $10 million below market value to try to make it work here?
Crazier things have happened.
I don't know if they have. I honestly don't know if anything crazier than that has happened.
The 12.5 for 2 years was the craziest thing ever. No one
This would be crazier because you gave them 2.5 years, 2 years.
And then they messed up.
And they blew it.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
I know I've been crowding you lately. I want to give you your space.
Who are you talking to?
Our basement.
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and 0 reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Hey, do us a favor and put out some positive vibes, not just for EST, but for your Edmonton Elks. Click the thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and you have a second to pop in on YouTube. Give us that thumbs up. We want to get to 100 thumbs. We got to 100 thumbs on game day last Thursday. Oh, my goodness, what a game it turned out to be. So, hey, who knows? Maybe that helped. Let's get to 100 thumbs today for the Elks game tomorrow. And once you click the thumbs up button, then click the share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
And send the show link off to several other people that you know and bring them into our great community. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Good day, bad day, either way. Happy hour is on at the Canadian Brewhouse Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. The Canadian Brewhouse, your day just got better.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
And this is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. You have to be 18 and older to play. And if you gamble, use your game sense.
Well, before I get to Jay's play of the day, I just want to hit the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. This came in from Mac. He says, if you want to give her the shout out, Christine is the name of the lady at the team store. She's always been an absolute wonderful person to deal with. So There you go. Continuity starts at the team store. All right, Jay's play of the day. We're going to Friday Night Football.
Oh, my.
Our boy Dusty's on the call.
Is this a 5 o'clock or a 5:30?
This one is 5 o'clock. So we'll get to watch the first...
Well, mine says 5:30. Which is it?
5:30
p.m.
Sorry, 5:30.
Okay.
Reid.
I'm gonna watch a little bit.
Yeah. So what's going on?
What happened?
Oh, never mind. I'm looking at this. Why did this happen? All right, Tyson Philpott and Tyler Snead both to score a touchdown tonight.
Oh, both.
I don't think this is going to be a close game. I think Montreal's pissed off from what's happened. They haven't really been firing on all guns. Dusty made a stat about Tyson Philpott going off for almost 200 yards last time these two teams played.
Right.
Tyler Snead is a huge target for Davis Alexander. I just took a shot. I think they're going to open it up, and I think they're going to push the ball downfield, which Montreal likes to do. And when Montreal's playing the way they should, they push the ball downfield. Tyson Philpott, Tyler Snead, both to score a touchdown that has been boosted to plus 300. You'll see that over at playalberta.ca. You click on sports, click on EST specials, and if you haven't yet, make sure you download the Play Alberta app. And then Jay and Reid's play of the day from yesterday is still up there. If you have that tingling sensation in your right arm, like Reid did yesterday, that the Ottawa...
Make me sound like I got a medical issue.
Well, hey, baby, maybe it is a feeling. You got a fever. Ottawa Red Blacks to win on the money line that has been boosted to plus 240. Both those plays are up over at playalberta.ca. And for more details, go to playalberta.ca/EST. Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
If you say so.
All right. So, playalberta.ca. Let's dive into this right away here.
Are we going head first? Letter Z.
We're going to the final 6 letters of the alphabet. Best athlete of all time based on the first letter of their last name. We've had a lot of fun with this. We've had a lot of fun seeing who listeners submit either in the Nasty Chat on YouTube or on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. So usually, every other day I've picked 5 letters a day from throughout the alphabet, and we've gone in alphabetical order on the 5 letters for that day. Today we're gonna mix it up because 2 not unusual, but 2 of the lesser used letters are today. So we're gonna start with Z and X. So let's go with Z. Am I going first or are you going first?
Oh, please do.
You want me? I'll go first. So of course I am going with a gentleman who won 3 gold medals in the 1952 Summer Olympics in Helsinki. Do you know what country that's in?
Helsinki?
Yes.
Russia?
That's in Finland.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have known that.
How about this? He wins the 5,000 meters, the 5K.
Mm-hmm.
He wins the 10,000 meters, the 10K. At the last minute, he decides to enter the marathon. The first marathon he's ever run.
Stop.
And he wins it. It is Czech long-distance runner Emil Zatopek is my pick for Z. 1954, first runner to break the 29-minute barrier in the 10K. He had broken the hour barrier in the 20K earlier. Considered one of the greatest runners of the 20th century, known for his training methods. A guy who elevated distance running and 3 gold in 1 Olympics. He also won the 10K gold in 1948, had a silver in 1948 as well, several golds at the European Championships. Long distance runner, Emil Zatopek.
Very good, Reid. I considered him, Zatopek. But I thought the one that stood out to me the most, and once I say this name, you're going to say, how did I forget Jan Zelezny? How did you forget Jan Zelezny? I mean, this guy pretty much rewrote the record book in javelin. Considered to be the greatest javelin thrower of the modern era. He broke his own world record 4 times. He currently still holds the world record in javelin at 98.48 meters. You know how hard that is, Reid.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's incredible.
Well, I know from playing track and field on the video game machine.
Oh, yeah.
He had 3 consecutive javelin gold medals. Okay. He was gold in 1992 in Barcelona, gold in 1996 in Atlanta, gold in 2000 in Sydney. I mean, what more does Jan Zalesny need to do.
That is a good pick.
Jan Zalesny.
I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
We're all gonna have different picks here. I'm going Matt Zuccarello. I'm just kidding. Kidding. Zuccarello's not my pick. No, it's okay. Great NHL
What
player,
other
though.
hockey?
Marek Zedlicki, Trevor Zegras, Connor Zary. I'll pass. I'm gonna go to a 3-time FIFA World Player of the Year, a 1-time FIFA World Cup Golden Ball Best Player of the Tournament, a UEFA Euro Player of the Tournament in Zinedine Zidane.
Zinedine Zidane.
There you go.
Zidane.
Zidane. I'm going Zidane. He's seems like the accomplished soccer player. And
do you know what he's most famous for?
No.
Well, one of the things he's most famous for.
This is what he's most famous for. Like, not in France, but around the world, for his headbutt.
Yes.
Really?
That was in the World Cup
Wasn't
final,
that the
wasn't
06 World Cup final against Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a boom. It's like a side butt.
Yeah, you got kicked out.
Got kicked out.
Oh, wow.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's my Z.
That's those are all pretty good picks. I like mine and Jay's quite a bit. I mean, because we're not overlooking the past. You're not going to find, if there's recency bias from Jay and I, then that person must be pretty good. All right, let's go to the wonderful letter X. Jay?
Well, I'd be remiss if I left Zhu Haifeng off of my list.
How do you spell that?
XUHAIFENG. That's
the last name?
Well, because in Chinese, their surname is
first. I
see
what you're saying. Okay. Yeah.
So it'd be like Haifeng Zhu, but they pronounce it Zhu Haifeng. Probably one of the greatest the greatest pistol shooters of all time.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew once I said pistol, you'd know.
Right.
This pick is on the mark. It's on target.
Zhu Haifeng was the first Summer Games gold for the People's Republic of China ever.
Right.
I mean, he's historical figure.
What years was this again?
Zhu Haifeng, he was in the 50-meter pistol event in the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics.
Great Olympics.
Yeah, he also got a bronze in the Seoul Olympics in the 10-meter air pistol. But he's most known. I mean, he's worldwide known.
Who could forget?
Like, that's why
in '84
he was the original Mr. Worldwide with his 50-meter pistol skills.
Yeah,
right.
Zhu Haifeng.
I'm taking. How do you pronounce the surname of yours?
Haifeng or Zhu.
Zhu Zin.
Oh,
is
I
who
saw
I'm
this
taking.
one. Was this, if I'm not mistaken, is this the table tennis player?
Table tennis player. Do you have that as well?
I have that as well.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
2 Olympic gold medals, 1 silver medal in the World Championships, 10 golds. I mean, come on. This guy seems like the real deal. A household name. Grew up idolizing this guy in table tennis. So,
yeah, like when you were playing backyard table tennis, everybody wanted to be Zhu Zin.
I had a cutout like Zhu Zin on my in my basement.
Full, yeah, like action shot.
Yeah, like coming over for a
full
forehand.
body. Yeah. XUXIN.
Yes.
I concur. That's my pick as well. And now he's, I believe he still works with the Asian Table Tennis Federation. So giving back to the sport after his playing days.
Like all the greats do.
Like all the greats do. So, yeah, good picks there with the letter X. Okay, let's do F, and then we'll have 3 left for after the break. Letter F, Benny.
This one's, I'm going pretty basic here.
Are we all going pretty basic here?
Are we all basic?
Well, there's
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer. Yeah, that's why I thought we could just sneak this one. Roger Federer. Now, I didn't go Nadal, but I did go Djokovic. But did somebody go Nadal?
I did.
But these guys.
Yes.
Yeah. So who did I? Oh, I had Jack Nicklaus for N.
Nicklaus.
Yes. So, but Roger Federer, I mean, longevity, greatness. What else do you need? That's a pretty. Where it is one of the ones that is a little more obvious on a list that's been difficult to put together.
Where does Brett Favre come into this conversation?
Ooh.
Well, like he's not even the greatest. Would Brett Favre be? He wouldn't even be top 5 greatest quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
No.
Would he be top 10? He won 3 consecutive MVPs. He did win a Super Bowl.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
He's the only quarterback to ever win 3 consecutive MVPs, I believe.
Really?
So or maybe even player.
So he ranks higher than Rodgers.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron's better than Favre.
You think?
Yes.
So that's what I was going to ask. Like, is he even the best Packers quarterback?
That's a great
Well,
question.
and then there's Bart Starr as well.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Favre won MVP 95-96, shared it with Barry Sanders in 97. Rodgers won it 3 times. Rodgers won it 4 times.
Not consecutive, though.
Not consecutive, but he won it more times.
Right.
Like, I would rank Aaron Rodgers higher than Brett Favre myself. So, no, I wouldn't have really considered Favre for the letter F.
Yeah.
Joe Frazier, that's an interesting one. Stubrock says Sergei Fedorov. He was an awesome player. But
I have a Sergei Fedorov rookie card.
Ooh.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's in a pack. Or it's in like a thing, like case.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Thanks, Benny.
Okay, so we all took Federer there, though there are some good other options. So we're going to do E, R, and J when we get back. And then at about 25 after, Bud Steen for Ref Week.
The Lock Shop.
Everything was perfect except for what happened on the field. Vibe around that area going home. Basically disbelief. And it's not like couldn't believe that they lost a game. I mean, they've done that a few times. But who they did it, the circumstances, and the way things went down in the fourth quarter was absolutely shocking. And there are big questions, and I'm not sure they've got very many answers.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? August 1st. Elks, Roughriders at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The prehistoric party is back and bigger than ever. Presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Experience family-friendly dinosaur-themed fun all game long. All in support of local food banks. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city. Our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Edmonton Elks are set for their biggest home crowd in years, opening the Upper Bowl at Commonwealth Stadium for tomorrow's showdown with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Carter O'Donnell returns to the lineup at left guard after missing one game, with Joe Cooper moving over to right guard. For the Riders, Jared Brakeman and Samuel Emelis are listed as game time decisions, while AJ Ouellette and Roland Milligan Jr. have both landed on the 6-game injured list. Week 9 of the CFL season continues tonight as the winless Ottawa Red Blacks take on the East-leading Montreal Alouettes. Kickoff is at 5:30. Ottawa will be without veteran kicker Brett Lothar, while Davis Alexander gets a start for Montreal against Jake Mayer. In Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays begin a 3-game set again with the Cardinals tonight at Rogers Center. Dylan Cease takes the mound for Toronto, while Kyle Leahy gets the start for St. Louis. First pitch is just after 5 o'clock. The Edmonton Riverhawks are down to their final 5 games of the regular season as they welcome the Kelowna Falcons tonight. First pitch is set for 7:30. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Stingers have just 2 regular season games remaining before the playoffs. They host the Saskatoon Mamba tonight at the Expo Center with tip-off at 7 before closing out the regular season next Sunday against the Winnipeg Sea Bears. You can catch the game on any of EST's audio streams. And in NHL news, Sharks forward Colin Graff has inked a 3-year extension worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old finished last season with 46 points in 81 games. This sports update is brought to you by The Ranch. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. That's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to book a tee time today. I'm Ben Thompson. That was your sports update. The Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Hey, Ben, sounding good, buddy.
Thanks, Reid.
Yeah, for you're a young guy. When were you born? Like 2014?
2003.
2003. I always ask him that. I can never remember the year. It's all a bit of a blur after a while. You ever heard of the Spider-Man character that I saw last night?
Yeah, I pretended to be him when I was a little kid.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
You know what the number 1 song was?
In 2003?
In 2003?
In 2003. Man, I can't remember. Who would have been big then? Ricky Martin, Livin' La Vida Loca.
I'm going to say...
No, that was before that.
It spent 9 weeks at number 1.
I'm going to say Into Club 50 Cent.
Yeah, nailed it.
That's right. How'd you know that?
I just know 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying dropped that year. So
okay. Livin' La Vida Loca would have been maybe 99.
Second would be Ignition by R. Kelly.
Oh, it's the remix.
That didn't age well.
Was he turned out to be a bit of a bad man?
A little bit of a bad boy.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Right.
When did Livin' La Vida Loca come out? Mex will tell us in the nasty chat. Just leave it for Mex. Or Matthew Hyman. Somebody, Rip City Step. We got great listeners. They'll just actually read.
1999.
Was 99. Okay. That was an up-tempo song.
Yeah. Yeah, it was okay.
780-218-9999 is how you text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget to check out the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. You can get exclusive offers and promotions. You can get show tickets. You can make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and it's easy to use. And, of course, go to rivercreeresort.com. Okay, let's continue. We got the final 3 letters. The final 3 letters for our all-time greatest athlete based on the first letter of their last name. This is all part of Buying or Selling for our good friend Damon Bunting. He's a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, or Instagram handle Damon Bunting Real Estate. And he had the open house last night. Mm-hmm. And this was in Sherwood Park?
Yep.
Like in a nice area of Sherwood Park?
Very nice
I guess, because
area.
what'd you say the home is listed at?
$3.8 million. All
right. So, hey, was it on Realtor.ca or do you got to contact Damon directly?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I guess we could check.
But very nice place.
Is it brand new or has it been lived in?
No, I think it's brand new.
It's just
the backyard isn't 100% finished yet.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a new development. All right,
Yep.
DamonBunting.com, Damon Bunting Real Estate on Instagram. The letter E. I guess I'm first here. I decided not to overthink it. I mean, he's got one of the coolest nicknames of all time. Dr. J. I'm going with Julius Erving. I mean, known for his aerial play. He helped. He was in the ABA, and he helped kind of make people realize, like, oh, there's good basketball there. Eventually joined the NBA when the two leagues merged in 75, 76. Won a couple ABA championships, won an NBA championship. He was an NBA most valuable player, scoring champion, all-star, some of those in both leagues. And I guess maybe I give him a bonus point for the mystique of the great nickname. Dr. J. Julius Erving is my E athlete.
Yeah, I understand. That is, that's probably the one. However, I didn't want to just overload with basketball. I'll just say that.
Okay.
So I went with, and Reid, and Ben, I know this might be a little bit before your time, but I'm going to take you back to 1988, 1992, 1996. 3-time Olympian, 5-time Olympic champion, and one of 4 individuals to have ever won the same swimming event at 3 consecutive Summer Olympics. She is the first female swimmer to win 5 individual Olympic gold medals. And you're going to kick yourself for not remembering this one. Kristina Egerzegi.
Oh, right.
Yes, little-known Hungarian swimmer. Former world record holder. Kristina Egerzegi is my E athlete.
Pretty good. Okay.
I had Dr. J, but I'm going to switch to recognize a hockey great. Phil Esposito. 2 Stanley Cups, 5 Art Rosses, 2 Hart trophies. One of the most iconic Boston Bruins, or just flat out NHL hockey players of all time. In the late 60s, early 70s. So Phil Esposito is my guy.
I was close to taking John Elway there, just to
That's an
always an
just to
exceptional
present
player, right?
An alternative opinion. I think it's Julius Erving.
Yeah,
the whole way.
Okay.
I just didn't want to be redundant with you because I figured you'd taken that.
Yeah, I got Dr. J. Julius Erving. Okay, letter R. Who's up first here?
Well,
you are?
I'll go first. And I mean, this is the person that has the most NBA championships of all time, including a couple as a player coach. 11 NBA titles, 5-time NBA MVP, second only to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that in the MVP race. Bill Russell.
I think there's 3 very solid answers you can go with, and I would understand all 3, and that's one of them. I will go Babe Ruth.
See,
7 World Series titles, 12 home run titles, Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
the legacy of Babe Ruth, he is Babe Ruth. And I was debating between him and I'm not going to say, so we'll see if Reid takes him. But
I mean, isn't there a chocolate bar named after him too?
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty big. I mean, Babe Ruth's obviously up there. I don't know. Were they even keeping stats?
I didn't even think
yes, they were.
I mean, look at that.
Yes,
guy.
they were.
He was out of shape. He was fat. He drank too much. You're talking athlete. Okay.
I forgot about another guy. Thanks to the Nasty Chat. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's 4 to me.
Yeah,
this is one of the deepest ones.
This is a good letter, but I decided again, don't overthink this one. He's in the process of being passed as the greatest baseball player of all time because he also pitched just like Ohtani. It's Babe Ruth.
Okay.
Bill Russell's an excellent pick.
Okay.
I'm seeing people put in Jackie Robinson, excellent pick.
Yeah, that was on there as well. Yes.
Cultural significance.
Great movie too.
Cristiano Ronaldo, excellent pick. And then also, as Matthew Hyman says, there's the Ronaldo that was Brazilian as well, playing soccer. But I just think it's Babe Ruth. I mean, if you're the greatest baseball player, and I often say this about Babe Ruth, though I know it's not entirely accurate. Well, I know it's not accurate, but it's fun to say it this way. He invented the home run.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't, but he elevated what the home run means. And he was a multiple time. What did he have? 7-time World Series or 12-time AL home run leader.
Yeah.
I mean, they were chasing his record until Maris broke it, and he's still up there with some of the best home run seasons of all time. So it's Babe Ruth for me.
No mention of Jerry Rice yet. I believe the all-time leader in receiving yards.
Great candidate. Again,
he was one of the guys.
This is the thing where we're splitting hairs between great athletes.
Yes,
but I do think Bill Russell's an exceptional pick. I mean, he was a dominant player. How many champions?
11
as a
player.
player.
2 as a player coach.
2 as a player coach, right?
I mean, that's pretty neat.
That is.
And we're splitting hairs. Yeah, and probably Babe Ruth. If you had to, say, Jay, you're on the spot, you got to pick one, I'd probably go with Babe Ruth, but I just wanted some variety. Don't you know I need variety in my life?
Right. Well, variety's great.
Variety's the spice of life.
All right. I should say we are not going to have a surprise guest appearance by Dustin Nielsen for the letter J, which we're doing at the very end. We're doing at the very end. If you know about one of the ongoing debates on this station, well, really, it's all centered around Dustin.
Yeah.
I have randomly picked the order for these. It's going to be Benny first, then Jay, then me for the letter J.
Well, we're surely going to pick the same thing, all of us. I mean, we must.
I don't know,
Shirley?
actually.
Shirley?
Really?
Shirley?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is a debatable letter.
I'll say this.
What hockey player are you going to pick, Ben?
Honorable mention, Jaromir Jagr.
Good one.
Okay.
I think the key word in this whole game here is athlete.
Yeah, I know where you're going, and I get it.
Key word is athlete. Honorable mentions to Jordan and LeBron, but I'm
don't tip picks here.
I'm going Bo Jackson.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going Bo Jackson as my J. I mean, a fantastic football player, baseball
Jackson,
player.
Yeah, in terms of athlete.
In terms of athlete, he's the guy. So sorry to not participate in the Dusty's GOAT debate here, but I will take the best athlete, and that's Bo Jackson.
Interesting. Bo Jackson.
I love that pick, Benny. I mean, outstanding running back at Auburn. Had to choose a sport, but then when he became pro, said, "Why can't I play both?"
Yeah.
You remember the video of Bo Jackson running up the wall in center field,
right?
Throwing guys out.
Remember the barehanded catch when he overran the ball and just reached behind his head?
Throwing guys out from like a triple hit down in the left corner. He throws a guy out from the corner.
Yeah.
Outstanding athlete, and is a cheat code in early versions of Tecmo
Oh, that's
Bowl.
right. Yeah.
So, bonus points for that. Look, I like that pick. I'm also picking a multi-sport athlete. Someone who excelled at one sport better than other, but gave it a shot, tried something new. And, 15 seasons in the NBA, 6-time NBA champ, 6-time finals MVP, 5-time MVP, also an NCAA champion in 1982 with the North Carolina Tar Heels, as well as a 2-time gold medal winner. To me, this is not a debate. To me, what Michael Jordan did on the court is simply amazing. He's, to me, the greatest basketball player of all time. However, what Michael Jordan did off the court might be even more...
Might be even bigger.
Hard to even put into words. I mean, the Air Jordan brand. In 2025, the annual revenue for Air Jordans reached $7.3 billion globally. That is a shoe brand that was created for him, his shoe. They said, we want royalty.
Shout out his mom.
Smart businesswoman.
Shout out his mom.
Right? Michael Jordan owned an NBA team.
Great movie.
Right?
Well, that's all went down.
Whatever, the gambling and stuff, whatever. Pro sports, I got news for you. Pro athletes gamble a lot. I don't know how you can put that resume together and look at, the Olympics, the dream team. I mean, that was one of the greatest basketball teams assembled in Barcelona. gold medal, greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is my J.
Okay. Well, we're going to have 3 different people at J. So I'm not going with Bo Jackson.
Come on.
And I'm not going with Michael Jordan. So
Which
I'm
means
going
you're
with
gonna
the
side with
other.
Dusty.
I'm going with the other great J athlete left over, and of course I'm talking about golfer Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones,
of course,
interesting time. He was basically an amateur, but he often played against professionals and beat them. In 1930, he won at what at that time was golf's version of the Grand Slam. The U.S. Open, the British Open, the U.S. Amateur, and the British Amateur. He won all 4 of them. He won several other major titles. He helped found and play in the Masters, which is very significant in golf history. So to me, the greatest J athlete of all time is Bobby Jones.
That's incredible.
Wow. Leaving off Magic Johnson as well.
Well, if I was going to pick a basketball player other than Michael Jordan, it would have been Magic Johnson. I mean, Magic Johnson was a 6'9" guard. What position do you want me to play?
Yeah.
That's what Magic Johnson could do.
Okay, let's. I know we got to get out because we got to get to Bud Steen, but maybe, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have our own little preamble to the afternoon, or to the debate.
Yes.
And I want to get your thoughts on that. Like, to me, this is not a debate.
Dusty just slammed. Whatever.
Is he listening? I don't think he's listening.
I don't think he's listening.
I don't think he's listening. He's busy.
No, but like, it's just not a debate. Like, the only thing Dusty has on with that is that LeBron's still playing, which is incredible.
Which is great. Longevity does count.
It does, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody says, hey, Mom, I want to go get my LeBrons.
No.
I've never had my girls ask me for a pair of LeBrons.
Yeah.
I get asked every year at birthday time for Jordans.
Yeah. Did LeBron win several championships and found the greatest basketball, invent the greatest basketball court of all time, like Bobby Jones? No. Like, he's not even there. Okay, anyway. We got a break because Bud Steen's coming up for Ref Week. Here's the Sports Update with Ben.
The Edmonton Elks are expecting a packed house tomorrow as the Upper Bowl at the Commonwealth Stadium opens for the first time since 2023 when they host the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Carter O'Donnell returns to the lineup after a 1-game absence, while Joe Cooper moves to right guard. Saskatchewan can be without Jared Brakeman and Samuel Emelis, who are both game-time decisions, while AJ Ouellette and Roland Milligan Jr. have officially been placed on the 6-game injured list. Friday Night Football sees the Ottawa Red Blacks visit the Montreal Alouettes to kick off another night of CFL action. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Brett Lothar remains sidelined for Ottawa, while Davis Alexander gets a nod for Montreal opposite Jake Mayer. The Blue Jays are back at Rogers Centre tonight to begin a 3-game series with the St. Louis Cardinals. Dylan Cease gets the start for Toronto, while Kyle gets the start for Toronto and then for the Cards, it's Kyle Leahy. First pitch is just after 5 o'clock. The Edmonton Riverhawks continue their push toward the postseason with just 5 regular season games remaining. They welcome the Kelowna Falcons tonight with first pitch scheduled for 7:30. The Edmonton Stingers are also winding down the regular season with only 2 games left before playoffs. They host the Saskatoon Mamba tonight at the Expo Center with tip-off at 7. If you can't make it to the game, you can hear it live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And in NHL news, the Sharks have locked up forward Colin Graff to a 3-year contract worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old registered 46 points in 81 games last season. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Elks are bringing Commonwealth Stadium 65 million years in the past for Thursday's prehistoric party presented by Pure Later Tackle Hunger. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. Ref Week continues on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Marshall Ferguson, CFL on TSN.
I mean, heck, guys, I was covering the Philpott Bowl last week. During the pregame introductions, they're like, number 85, Jalen Philpott, and the crowd popped. Like, with my headset on, and I took my headset off, I'm like, oh my God, did they just actually like lose their minds in a pregame introduction? That never happens in the CFL. So, homegrown heroes, to me, the Ouellettes have probably got 2 of the top 5 when it comes to Tyson and Davis Alexander right now. It's just the reality.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings, 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
I know I've been crowding you lately. I want to give you your space.
Who are you talking to?
Our basement.
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, great to have you tuning in this afternoon. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio, so you have until closing time tonight to try the July wing flavor of the month, mango jalapeno. I think I was going to say jalapeno. I think that's where my brain was going. Mango jalapeno. Flame grilled wings tossed in a bold mango jalapeno glaze that brings the perfect balance of sweet heat. Tomorrow, it is the August wing flavor of the month, which is going to be bourbon peach. And are we trying those on Wednesday?
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. We really liked the mango jalapeno. Pat Ketty from the Brewhouse brought those in. What was a couple weeks ago? Everything's a blur. They were really good though. All right, we've been doing Ref Week. This is the second annual Ref Week here on the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. We've had an outstanding week. We had a couple of two Albertans who repped at the FIFA World Cup. We had Perry Stothard on the show. We had flag football yesterday. We had CFL's Rob Skaggs. It's been going so good, and we had other ideas. We're going to extend it into next week. But we got dare we say, a legend of the zebras. Bud Steen is checking in. Bud, it's Reid. Jay, how are you doing? That was spur of the moment. I'm sorry if that sounded terrible.
Yeah. Legend in his own mind. Yeah.
It's great to see you. Thanks for doing this. I'm sure a lot of people are like, "Hey, Bud Steen, there." Because what was it? 30 years you did CFL games?
Yeah, I was on the field for 30, and then another 12 in management, and then they put me out to football pasture.
Okay. Well, you had an amazing run. Let's just get a little bit of reflection first, because a lot of all the people we talk to, and this is part of the appeal of these types of segments, is like the personal story. What set you on this path? Back in your earlier days.
In my youth, I was a huge football fan. I grew up just living and dying Canadian Football League, and as I grew up in school, I played a bit of ball and realized that professional football was absolutely a direct avenue to a walker. And I wanted to be able to walk when I was my age now. So I didn't pursue that, but I didn't lose my interest in the sport. And so when I was at university, I actually took a course at U of A for officiating. It was one of the phys ed programs that they had in place so that they could ensure their phys ed students could easily graduate. Let's just say it wasn't a difficult class. But the prof introduced me to a fellow in town here who was the leader of the Edmonton Football Officials Association, a gentleman by the name of Wayne Fleming. Wayne has passed now, unfortunately, but Wayne got me involved. Very early in my career, I volunteered to be the referee in chief of the Edmonton Flag Football League. And I did that for a number of years. We actually held a Canadian championship here. Had teams from Halifax and British Columbia, and I mean it was a wonderful event. And frankly, it was because of my work in flag football that the CFL got an interest in me, because they saw that I had some speed and I guess a modicum of intelligence, and so they gave me the opportunity in '81 to start working CFL games, and I guess the rest of it was history. Thank God there was no social media in my day, but we managed to survive 3 decades, lots of Grey Cups, lots of interesting football games, and I know for a fact that as I'm laying on that last bed, thinking about the past, there's going to be the Warren Moons and the Doug Flutys, et cetera, who are going to be popping back up in my memory.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get bonus points. I think you're the first guest to use the word modicum, so that proves your intelligence right there. So did you start as a ref, or did they start you in another part of the field?
No, I was a line judge. I worked on the line of scrimmage for I think 3 or 4 years, did a Grey Cup on the line of scrimmage, and then they put me downfield. I was a back judge, I was a side judge. I spent 5 years or more actually at field judge, because there was a period where I was working half my games at field judge and half my games at referee, and then I became a full-time referee, and that's how I finished my career. Probably, certainly the last half of my career, I was referee.
Okay, you mentioned Warren Moon and Doug Flutie, which popped a question into my mind that I didn't think I was going to ask you, but I want to ask you this, because what's the Canadian Football League known for? One of the things it's known for, well, the quarterbacks can scramble, the play can break down, and this guy can get you yards. Yep. With his legs. I mean, certainly Flutie was known for that. Damon Allen, guys like that. I mean, even Fajardo here now can do it if needed. How is that difficult, or what challenges does that present for a referee when you have a quarterback, or maybe it doesn't, but I want to ask, that you have a quarterback that you don't know where he's going to be the whole time necessarily?
Things have changed significantly since I left the field in 2010. The keys, that is, our responsibilities as specific officials, referee, umpire, et cetera, have been adjusted. In my day, my job was to cover the quarterback, and I would take that quarterback essentially to the shower if I had to. And so I had to be very aware of what was going on. I'm busy watching the line play because I need to know whether or not somebody is holding or doing something illegal on the line of scrimmage, and being prevented from getting to the quarterback, where the quarterback is, so that I don't get run over by 8 or 10 300-pounders coming at me full speed. The absolute most difficult person that I had to officiate was Doug Flutie, because that man was magic. If he had another foot on him, he would have been in the NBA, because he was a basketball player on turf, and it was remarkable covering him. He could get out of trouble, get out of the worst trouble, and be in my face before I knew it. And I had to get out of there fast. He was terrific to work with. His first game, we were near the end of the first half. They were on the 1-yard line. He dove on top of his tackle, and he laid there. Didn't move, so we killed the play. The game was in Calgary. I happened to be walking up the tunnel with him to the dressing room at halftime, and I looked at him and I said, "Doug, I don't want to get in your kitchen here, but if you just rolled, that would have been a touchdown." He looked at me kind of quizzically. Next game, I was doing another Flutie game. The same thing happened. Lands on top of the tackle, rolls into the end zone, jumps up on his feet, tosses me the ball and says, "Thanks, bud." And heads to the bench. So, I mean, he was just a fun person to work with.
Bud Steen joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show, courtesy of the Oil Country Towing Hotline. I've got so many questions. I really don't know where to start, but I would imagine something that you're very proud of was what happened in 1996 when you founded the Canadian Professional Football Officials Association. That was something that you were a part of. You helped direct. Why did that need to happen? Why was there the need to have the officials all together under one association, in your opinion?
I'm happily no longer employed by the league, so I can actually tell you that when I was hired by the Canadian Football League, I joined another group of people who were absolutely treated like chattels. There was an expectation that we could be replaced tomorrow. There was, frankly, little appreciation for what the job required in terms of the individual commitment and the implications of being a professional football official on regular life, family life, et cetera, et cetera. Back in the 90s, we didn't even have insurance. I did a game in Winnipeg one Sunday afternoon, and on a punt play, my umpire, who in those days was positioned basically right in the middle of all of the players running downfield, Kenny got run over and suffered a broken leg. he had to personally pay an individual to cover his job for 6 weeks with absolutely no compensation from the league. And so basically that was it. Tom Wright was the commissioner at the time. I said to Tom, we've got a serious problem here, and we've got to address this. We need to ensure that there are certain standards that are available for people who are putting their hands up to be considered as officials in the Canadian Football League, and including reasonable pay for the time that was spent, et cetera, insurance, and proper transportation arrangements, those sorts of things. Unfortunately, and I think it's probably genetic, I'm a shit disturber by nature, and I know that. I was certainly not the first to consider organizing, but I was the one that finally just said, "This is bullshit. We're going to organize," and I organized the boys and met with the league. They were. It was an interesting process. We actually had to call their bluff. I had a meeting with the chair of the Board of Governors a week before preseason was to begin that year. We were in Winnipeg at camp, and I said to him, "Paul, I love the Canadian Football League. I hate to tell you this, but if we don't have a contract by next weekend, you're not going to have officials. And I'll virtually guarantee you won't have a game because we will picket your game and the players will not cross our picket." That Thursday, we signed a contract.
Nice. Yeah. But this is fascinating having you on. We're going to take a little break. Can you just stick around to the top of the hour?
I'm here.
Because we want to ask you, I know you and I talked yesterday, we want to talk about, it seemed to me you're passionate about future generations, keep developing future officials. So we want to get your take on how that happens as well. And every ref we've had on this week, we always want to ask or get a story about conflict management. Because I imagine once or twice a player or coach may have disagreed with a call. So maybe we'll get some perspective on how you handled that. It's Ref Week with CFL legend Bud Steen. Here's Benny.
Edmonton Elks are expected a packed house tomorrow as the Upper Bowl at Commonwealth Stadium opens for the first time since 2023 when they host the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Carter O'Donnell returns to the lineup after a one-game absence, while Joe Cooper moves to the right guard. Saskatchewan could be without Jared Brinkman and Samuel Emelis, who are both game-time decisions, while AJ Ouellette and Roland Milligan Jr. have officially been placed on the 6-game injured list. Friday Night Football sees the Ottawa Redblacks visit the Montreal Alouettes to kick off another night of CFL action. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Brett Lothar remains sidelined for Ottawa, while Davis Alexander gets the nod for Montreal opposite Jake Mayer. The Blue Jays are back at Rogers Centre tonight to begin a 3-game series with the St. Louis Cardinals. Dylan Cease gets the start for Toronto, while Kyle Leahy counters for the Cards. First pitch is just after 5 o'clock. The Edmonton Riverhawks continue with their push towards the postseason with just 5 regular season games remaining. They welcome the Kelowna Falcons tonight with first pitch scheduled for 7:30. The Edmonton Stingers are also winding down their regular season with only 2 games left before playoffs. They host the Saskatchewan Mamba tonight at the Expo Center with tip-off at 7. If you can't make it to the game, you can hear it live on EST's audio streams. And in NHL news, the Sharks have locked up forward Colin Graff to a 3-year contract extension worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old registered 46 points in 81 games last season. This sports update is brought to you by Save the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you got a bag of frozen peas. At Save the Reid Sport Medicine, get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at savethereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. Bud Steen on the other side of the break here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
I know that you're saying it's winning, that you need a winning culture. You need a head coach that needs to be the guy. And this head coach probably cheered more than the players did after they kicked that field goal.
Yeah.
Running around, headset off, all this stuff. Like, you see coaches like that in the NFL, and you're like, I want to play for that coach right now. Everybody in that locker room wants to play for that coach.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
I know I've been crowding you lately. I want to give you your space.
Who are you talking to?
Our basement.
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
2 guys and a goalie.
2 months away from the regular season opener. What are the Edmonton Oilers missing the most?
I try to look at it, single out certain areas. I try to look at an all-encompassing one-word answer. It's kind of an identity. I think they have to get to a place where everyone's playing a similar style, especially without the puck.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Okay, let's go back to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Longtime CFL official Bud Steen is joining us this afternoon. Okay, Bud, let's dive into this one. I teed it up before the break. Your tactics or your threshold when it came to an angry coach, player, perhaps candidly evaluating what he thought of your performance over the course of a game. How did you deal with those tense moments?
I used to have red hair, so it wasn't always pleasant. I had a conversation with Don Matthews during a pregame conference one weekend, and I wouldn't say he suggested, he said, "Bud, you cost me that last game. You missed a call, blah, 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 blah. You missed an offside, whatever." Interestingly enough, in that game, Montreal had tied British Columbia and elected to attempt to win they were 1 point behind, and rather than tie the game, they elected to go for 2 points and failed to do so and lost the game by a point. So Don starts off this next week's game with this suggestion that myself and my group of officials were incompetent and cost him the game. So my response to him was that I wasn't the idiot that tried for 2 points, and that a football game is made up of about 150 different plays, 75 of which they're on offense or in control of the ball, generally speaking, and that perhaps a better play selection at some point during the game might have afforded them 2 points as opposed to 0. I would suggest that Don didn't know whether to duck or wipe, and we quickly moved on. I then looked at him and I said, "Now, Coach, do you have anything you'd like to talk about with respect to today's game, or should we just call this one square and move on?" That approach only would work with certain individuals because, not that Don didn't phone my boss and tell him what I did, but he understood that he was out of line, and so it was appropriate for me to crawl as far out of line as he was in my response. I have suggested to some coaches in the league that what they were suggesting would be inappropriate because it was a wholly unnatural act, things like that. But generally speaking, I would just ignore them. It didn't matter whether it was Cal Murphy smashing headsets on the sidelines at my feet or anybody else. I would just ignore them and let them have their rant. In many cases, they're doing that not to affect me, not to suggest that there's any change possible in their complaint or as a result of their complaint, but they're doing it to fire the club up. And I'd give them that opportunity. You want to pump the boys up? Go ahead, yell at me. That's okay. I'll just walk away. I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway. The more difficult situations, because coaches in the league certainly today have absolutely changed dramatically. They're extremely polite. I spent a long time talking to coaches saying, learn about us. We are human beings. We're not out here just to create trouble for you. We're out here doing our best, exercising our best judgment on things, and understand who we are. Learn our bloody names so that you can call us by name instead of by "hey asshole," as they would typically do, and that's happening now. There is good communication that goes on the sideline between the coach and the closest officials. The players are a different thing. And my tactic in the day was that if it didn't appear that the teams were interested in actually playing football, if all they were out there to do was to create mayhem, I would bag run them. I'd get my crew together and say, guys, as soon as the last play is over, I need a ball in and down fast. I'd blow my whistle so that they didn't have time to go bananas. They had to get in the huddle and worry about the next play and not worry about the last one.
Wow, that's incredible insight. Thank you for sharing that. We're joined by Bud Steen, longtime official in the CFL. Look, I just got to ask you this as simply as possible. You refed from 1981 to 2010, so that's 30 years of officiating. And there's been change. There's been change to the rules. There's been change in the way the game's played. Could you today, Bud Steen, as a head ref, as you alluded to earlier, watching the quarterbacks and how they're handled, could you ref today's game, or would it simply just drive you nuts?
No, I wouldn't do it. Absolutely would not do it. The last thing I needed as a referee was Toronto in my ear talking to me. I have enough voices in my head. I don't need a replay center telling me that I've blown a call or oh yeah, that was a good one, Bud. Well, I wouldn't have thrown it if it wasn't a good one. So no, I absolutely could not do what Justin McInnes and Ben Major and the other guys are doing now. I mean, physically, it's probably lost me as well. I'm 75 now. The game is fast. I mean, I was fast, but I'm not as fast anymore. So I probably wouldn't be able to keep up, although they're not running as much as we used to. But no, this is not the game that I officiated.
Okay, so my follow-up question, just to clarify, pardon me if I'm being picky. Are you against the command center and video review, or are you just against it for a gentleman of your era?
I see that there are some times where replay is important. I've worked with enough coaches now. I spent many days at practice with Jason Maas when he was with Edmonton, Kavis Reid, Chris Jones, etc. I've talked to lots of coaches. And quite frankly, I've not met a single coach that likes replay. And they've all said to me, we are prepared for a mistake. What we don't like is delay. And certainly so much time is now spent getting things exactly correct. I'm not opposed to having the right call made, but I am opposed to it taking 4 or 5 minutes. It just bogs it down. The folks in the stands are literally twiddling their thumbs. They have no idea what's going on, and it's got to be frustrating for them.
Yeah, I've gotten used to video replay, but I think most of us and most of our listeners would agree when it takes too long, it's like, okay, just let's get on with it.
Just make a decision. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me started on the changes in the game. I mean, the shortening
we might have to. Yeah.
taking yardage off the field, moving the goalposts, undermining the Rouge, in my mind, undermines the Canadian element of the Canadian Football League. And I love the fact that when I started, the end zone was 25 yards deep. You could be on the 3-yard line and throw a deep pass and score a touchdown. Now the 20-yard end zone is fine. You can still get some very exciting stuff happen on the dead ball line. But 15 yards, it is gonna change the game. I'm fine. I'm an old dog. This is a new trick. I may be totally wrong. The younger generations who are placing their prop bets might love this, and fine, good. If this works for the CFL, congratulations. You've managed. You manage yourself through a problem, and the problem seemed to be that we had fewer bums in seats. For some reason, people were losing interest in the Canadian Football League.
Okay, we love having you. Thanks for being so generous with your time. I just want to wrap up because I promise you we talk about this, but just how do you look at developing that next generation. I mean, every sport says, oh, well, there's attrition. You know, you got a promising 15-year-old boy or girl and he gets heckled and he or she doesn't want to do it anymore. How do you look at keeping the best people involved?
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're going to be an official in any sport, you've got to have thick skin and be partially deaf. But I'm very involved with that. I joined. In fact, I'm the first honorary member of the CDMFA, the Capital District Minor Football Association. And about 5 years ago, we formed what we call the Junior Officials Program. This is for young people between the ages of 14 and 17 who have an interest in football and an interest in becoming an official. The Edmonton Football Officials Association will not consider any candidate younger than 16. So we grabbed them younger than that, got them ready, and we now have a number of our junior officials that are joining the FOA so that they can start working their way up, doing Pee-wee, Bantam, high school, etc. And on. So I'm very involved with that, and certainly encourage anyone that may be listening that has an interest to reach out to the CDMFA. Go to their website, cdmfa.ca, and there's links on there for the Junior Officials Program. We have a training session scheduled for the 16th of August at the CDMFA office, and reach out. There's an application form there, and we would love to have you. It's a volunteer program, but these volunteers get paid, and these young people are making fairly decent money for their Sunday afternoons. I'm also out working with prospects at the junior and Canada West level. Going out to games. In fact, I'm going to a Huskies practice tonight to see some prospects and to give my 2 bits worth to them, talking to them about movement on plays and things like that. It's critically important that the gray hair gives back, because that's how we got how we could succeed. You're not born an official. You need to learn the craft, and you learn that by getting out there, making mistakes, and being directed by senior people.
But incredible, well said, great segment. We love your perspective, your opinions, and I love what you just said, how important it is for you to keep working with officials and developing officials and getting people involved for sure. Hey, well, let's keep in touch.
Yeah, we might have to do this.
You might have to do this again, or you may get a text from me if I don't understand a call in the game tomorrow or something like that.
Hey,
so
I'm absolutely good with that. When Benavides was on the panel, he and I would text during the game, and I'd say to him, Mike, I'm trying to make you the smartest guy out there so that you can get the right response and correct the rest of those clowns.
There we go. Bud Steen, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys. Thanks a lot for having me.
That is another amazing segment on Ref Week. Bud Steen, what a life, what a career. Incredible perspective, great storyteller, and
game changer.
Yeah,
for the officials.
That's amazing. That was amazing. Loved him talk. We actually talked about that, the size of the end zone. Like, he didn't like the rouge change. I'm okay with the rouge change. I'm worried about the size of the end zone changing, but incredible perspective from him for Ref Week. Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. What is Jay's play of the day? Because the game's coming up right away.
Yeah. Tyson Philpott and Tyler Sneed, both to record a touchdown tonight as the Alouettes are in Ottawa taking on the Red Blacks. That's been boosted to plus 300. PlayAlberta.ca. Click on sports. Click on EST specials.
All right. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching us on YouTube. We want to get over 100 thumbs. Let's keep pushing for that. We're about 30 away, so click if you haven't already. We still have our Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week coming up, of course, Words of the Day. And when we get back, courtesy Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, it'll be our afternoon debate. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? August 1st. Elks, Roughriders at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The prehistoric party is back and bigger than ever. Presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Experience family-friendly dinosaur-themed fun all game long. All in support of local food banks. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
I know I've been crowding you lately. I want to give you your space.
Who are you talking to?
Our basement.
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Elks are bringing back the Upper Bowl at Commonwealth Stadium for the first time since 2023 as they welcome the Saskatchewan Roughriders tomorrow. Carter O'Donnell returns after sitting out last week, taking his spot back at left guard, while Joe Cooper steps in at right guard. For the Riders, Jared Brinkman and Samuel Emelis are both questionable ahead of the kickoff, while running back AJ Ouellette and defensive back Roland Milligan Jr. have been placed on the 6-game injured list. CFL Week 9 continues tonight with a Friday night matchup between the winless Ottawa Redblacks and the East Division leading Montreal Alouettes. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Ottawa will be without longtime kicker Brett Lothar, who remains out for the foreseeable future, while Davis Alexander gets a start under center for Montreal against Jake Mayer. The Blue Jays begin a 3-game series with the St. Louis Cardinals tonight at Rogers Centre. Dylan Cease gets a start for Toronto, while Kyle Leahy takes the mound for St. Louis. That game's first pitch is scheduled in about a minute. The Edmonton Riverhawks are entering the final stretch of their regular season with just 5 games left. They take on the Kelowna Falcons tonight with first pitch set for 7:30. Over at the Expo Center, the Edmonton Stingers are down to their final 2 games before playoffs. They host the Saskatoon Mamba tonight at 7 before wrapping up the regular season next Sunday against the Winnipeg Sea Bears. If you can't make it out to the Expo Center, catch all the action on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And in NHL news, San Jose Sharks forward Colin Graff has signed a 3-year extension worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old put up 46 points in 81 games during his rookie season. I'm Ben Thompson. That was your sports update. The final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Long weekend. What were we talking about? There's Big Valley. by Camrose. There's Heritage Days in Horlick Park. Elks game tomorrow. That's going to be incredible. So it's a fun time of year. It's hot. It's hot
in the city.
I got to go for a run tomorrow morning.
Big Valley, you say?
I'm not going to run to Big Valley.
Oh, okay.
It'd be a long run.
Are you going to Big Valley, Ben?
No. Both my parents are.
And Benny's left out. Ooh, Benny's home alone.
Benny batching.
Ooh, what if Jay and I just showed up for a pint or two?
I'd welcome you.
Oh, hey, Ben, what's going on, eh? Yeah, all of a sudden we're Bob and Doug McKenzie for some reason.
We're just out in the area, yeah?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, don't be such a hoser, man.
Yeah. Hey, Benny. We were on TV, eh? I don't know what's going on. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube if you haven't already. We really appreciate tuning in. Portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. So tons of events, like big concerts at Commonwealth Stadium. We already had the Big Ass Stadium tour. That was last weekend. AC/DC, the Power Up Tour with the Pretty Reckless. Sunday, August 9th. That's in 10 days. That's next Sunday already. So that's coming up. Guns N' Roses, or GNR as the kids call them, Wednesday, August 26th. And Foo Fighters looking ahead a little bit more. Foo Fighters with Queens of the Stone Age and another band on Thursday, September 17th.
Worst name of a band ever.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could say it, but I'd rather not.
No, it's uncomfortable.
I'd rather not tempt fate.
Well, that's just it's uncomfortable.
Yes. Klima's lid in the Nasty Chat says, does Reid want to change his prediction or is he sticking with Ottawa to win? I'm not changing my prediction. I'm taking Ottawa to win. Why not? Fortune favors the bold. Matt Hyman says, hey, Reid, did you know Hernan apparently runs too? I did not. I'll have to ask him about that. Ryan the Pine says, drink all the old man's beer, LOL. I think that means Nate the Builder's beer. Is Nate the Builder in the Nasty Chat today? I haven't seen him.
He was earlier. Yeah, he was earlier. He was talking about
Where
his
are they
dream
going
basement.
to Big Valley tonight?
My mom left today. My dad leaves tomorrow morning.
And is your mom staying there tonight?
Yeah.
Like in a camper?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it end tomorrow or Sunday?
No, it goes all the way till Sunday.
It's Thursday. It started last night, though, didn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
It goes all the way till Sunday night.
It doesn't go till Monday?
No.
Or Monday's
Everyone
last night night was Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson.
Yes.
Actually, I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
Isn't Keith Urban the headliner on Sunday?
One of the nights. Yep. Sunday night, I believe.
He's from Australia.
Hey, I'm Keith Urban.
He sings about dingoes and boomerangs.
Shrimp on the Bobby.
Dingo Boomerang. That is the name of his album. What would the Scottish guy sing country music about?
Throwing logs, playing the pipes, Celtic things. Certainly not shrimp on the Bobby.
No.
I'm Keith Urban.
That's exactly. I thought that was him for a second.
I know some people.
We got him. Other people are like, "Whoa, they got Keith Urban on the show."
For those on the audio stream, it's just me. When I do my Keith.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Keith Urban. I know, it's not him. It's me.
Oh my goodness,
Blue guy.
We do have a fun time. It's a joy working here.
Put another shrimp on the Bobby. I'm Keith Urban.
Where's my?
I used to hey, there's our boss.
For what? Oh, there's Dustin Nielsen with Luke Wilson in Ottawa. Where I cannot find my afternoon debate. Where are we?
Luke Wilson must be a tall drink of water.
Well, he played pro.
Are they sitting? How tall is Luke Wilson?
My father's not going anymore. He just texted me.
Oh.
He's got work tomorrow, he says.
He's 6'5".
There it is. Let's do the afternoon debate. It's on the front page. Let's do the afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. There are discounted rates for seniors and first responders. Find out more, egmgolf.com, egmgolf.com. All right.
Look, normally we do the keep 3, cut 5, something like that. Benny's had a lot on his plate this week. Busy show. So we'll just discuss a couple topics. But do you think it's been very and I'm using air quotes here, CFL, to see the outpouring of support from around the league for the Elks to pack Commonwealth. Just like, I mean, Milt Sneagle's been on it all week. Chris Strevler's been outspoken about it. I saw Farhan Lalji, who was on the call last night in Winnipeg, was saying this is so awesome. Like, is that more meaningful than just to us here in Edmonton, Reid? Because what was once the best, greatest franchise in CFL history.
To me, maybe more. I don't know if that these gentlemen are necessarily emotionally fueled about it, but they understand that, yes, for decades, it was, well, Edmonton doesn't have any problems. Well, the Eskimos get fans. Well, they got, for them, like 35,000 is a bad crowd, and for a lot of teams, that's not even a dream to get that many. So I think that maybe for them, that they're kind of promoting it as a return to normalcy, so to speak. I think that's maybe how I look at it. And look, they're in the it helps everybody who covers the league if there's more interest in the league.
Sure.
Whether you're doing it locally like we are, or Milt's doing it on a national level, or whatever. But I think it's, I mean, when you're passionate about something, you recognize that the business side of it has to do well. I mean, we just saw these stands in Ottawa behind Dusty and Luke. I know it's 20 minutes to game time. I don't know if they're filling up as much as you'd like in those 20 minutes.
Right.
So yeah, it's discouraging when you don't see a lot of people coming out to the games, right? And it's still, let's face it, the Elks attendance issues are not fixed, because they might get over 30,000 tomorrow and have people spilling into the upper deck. Like, I want to stress that this is not job done. It's a positive step.
Not at all, but it's a step in the right direction.
Step in the right direction. But I think I see it as, Milt Stegall's from an era where he would come into Edmonton and it would be, 30 to 40,000 people, and it would be noisy and everybody would care. And maybe he was thinking like, oh man, I wish Winnipeg was, or I wish every city was like this. That hasn't been happening in Edmonton for a while. I mean, I often say, as much as people want to say, well, it started coming out of COVID when they changed the name of the team. Like I always say, they won the Grey Cup in 2015. Attendance went down the next year. There's been issues. There's been problems. So it's nice to see now the story isn't going to be, oh my God, look at all the empty seats in Edmonton. Remember when it used to be how full it used to be? Now it's going to be like, hey, it looks pretty full. Even if it's just the lower bowl, they're filling the lower bowl. Wonder what happens next. Good question, though.
Yeah, I do find it very CFL that even though, Saskatchewan's coming into town, and that's a rivalry between Saskatchewan and Edmonton, that you're going to have Saskatchewan fans that show up that are going to say, man, this is awesome. Man, this is what this league needs, because, more butts in seats means more people care about the overall product.
Right.
Not just the team that they cheer for. Now, do you think, because this was a huge topic earlier in the season or earlier in the year, even before the regular season started, but the effect of having CFL fantasy football. Do you think the effect is all there yet?
No.
I don't even think it's...
No, and I'm not even as interested in it as I thought as I would be.
You got your first win.
I got a win, yeah. Now it needs to be on your phone. It needs to be on your phone.
They need to have an app. But I'm not sure if it's moved the needle yet. Now, okay, let's talk about baby steps. We just talked about it with the Elks. Well, you have to also talk about that with CFL Fantasy and moving the needle the way they want it to. There's going to have to be some improvements made to the overall product.
Big time.
But yeah, I just don't know if the fantasy... Like, have you seen one advertisement for CFL Fantasy Football that you can recall that stands out?
No, that's a good point.
Like, it just seems like the CFL has a really hard time promoting their own product. I see lots of Edmonton Elks stuff around the city.
Mm-hmm.
I see lots of, hey, game day here,
See, why was Nathan Rourke my starter? I can promise you I did not have Nathan Rourke as my starter.
Good boy.
And I didn't check yesterday. So what did they do to my lineup? Why would Nathan Rourke be my starter? This is obscene. I didn't change my lineup from last week. Cody Fajardo was my quarterback. I just go in and check my team. My quarterback position is frozen with 0 points.
I've gotten into the habit of checking it right before the game one. Because
I know I should. But still, he shouldn't be in there.
Guess who was my starting quarterback?
Why would it auto change it?
Guess who was my starting quarterback? Wasn't. It was Tyson Philpott. And then they had Bam, or not Bam.
Your quarterback?
Yeah. Then they had Odaboye from the running back from Ottawa as my national.
See, I did not put Cody Fajardo on the bench. Cody Fajardo was on my team last week, was on my starter last week, had a huge game against the Riders. That's a big reason why I beat Dustin Nielsen by 4 points. And now this week, I did not make any lineup changes, and it's inserted Nathan Rourke in there and taken Cody Fajardo out. Like, how does this make you want to play? Thankfully, we're not playing for money. I mean, if you don't change your lineup, it should stay the same, right? If I forgot to do something and left a guy in who was injured or benched, that's one thing. Cody Fajardo was my quarterback. I knew Nathan Rourke was still not playing, so I'm like, I don't need to go in and change my quarterback. And it's auto changed. This is obscene.
I'm sorry, Reid.
I mean, I hope this makes me not want to play CFL Fantasy. That is a complete screw up. I don't even know, whatever. I'm 1-7. We're not playing for money, but I still want to win as many games as possible.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. I mean, it's my fault. I should have checked yesterday, but I didn't. I get doing other stuff. But why would it have Nathan Rourke as my quarterback? Even if it's doing auto lineup, it says that he's out. Why would it put him in? So great, I got 0 points. That's wonderful. Great job, CFL Fantasy. I hope somebody with the CFL Fantasy listens to this. I mean, that is... I can't even tell you how bad that is.
Dave in Section T says, week to week it auto-selects. We couldn't figure out how to change that. I think it is how the league is set up. Very frustrating.
Yeah, terrible.
Uncle Jesse says, sounds like it's automatic to put your best players or first drafted players.
Oh, maybe.
And this comes in from Clean as Lid. Breaking news, Benny.
Breaking.
I just had 2 tickets fall into my lap for the Elks game tomorrow. Do you want to give them away to a listener viewer for free?
Wow.
Yes, Clean as Lid. We do.
Yes.
Here is the trivia question.
Okay.
Why are the Elks green and gold?
I know that.
Why are their colors green and gold?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Send it in, 780-218-9999. That, of course, is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Send in your answer, 780-218-9999. 2 tickets to the Elks game tomorrow. That's a hot ticket now, Reid.
Yes.
Provided by a great listener of ours, Klima's Lid. We appreciate it. Why are the Edmonton Elks, why is this organization wear the colors green and gold?
I just looked it up.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool reason. Yeah.
You wouldn't think that.
No.
No, you wouldn't. You'd think it was, well, I won't. I don't want to say too much. Henry Burris is being interviewed on TV.
Hank.
Great player.
Is that a short name?
I'm actually, now I feel
you're right
I'm
there.
irritated going into the weekend because of the CFL Fantasy. Why would it put an injured quarterback automatically into my quarterback spot?
Well, you should put him on your injured reserve.
Quarterback,
was he sitting on your injured reserve?
No, he was just on my bench.
I know you shouldn't have to, but maybe that's something you can do in the future.
It shouldn't change your lineup from the last week when you had Fajardo in.
I agree.
So I don't know.
This is my Christopher Walken.
It was Walken. I don't know. That's really bad. I hope this gets to someone with the CFL. I mean, how can you justify having that? You can't. It's halfway through the season. Fix it. Don't auto lineup stuff when they don't need to be auto lineuped. Oh my God. What a disaster. This is a shameful moment for the Canadian Football League. They're going to do fantasy. They have screwed up almost everything about this. The drafts were horrible. They were glitchy. The interface when you're changing your lineup and stuff is glitchy and difficult. And now you can't even just leave a guy on the bench. Oh, we're just going to put a guy on Reid's bench into his lineup, even though he's out. We'll take out the guy who threw for 510 yards last week. Thank goodness we are not playing for money. Just an absolute screw up, a complete missed opportunity by the CFL. I hope somebody has the gumption to fix this for next season and to say, hey, whoever set this up, you screwed up. You don't get to do it again.
You done screwed up.
You need to change the interface. We need to make an app. Like they just said, well, people say they want CFL fantasy. Okay, we'll just have fantasy for the sake of CFL fantasy. No, we want good CFL fantasy. We want CFL fantasy that works. Okay, if you can't make an app on your phone, fine. At least have the computer, the PC interface work. Have the drafts work. Let me actually have the lineup playing that I want to have playing. No, we're not going to do it that good. We'll just be incompetent about it. Looks really bad on the league. You might as well not have had fantasy. I now that this is happening, I'd sooner be complaining about not having fantasy than having a fantasy system that works this poorly.
I just put this down for rant of the year.
As you should.
Other than that, I'm not really concerned about it. All right, pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week when we get back.
Edmonton Elks are opening the upper bowl at Commonwealth Stadium for the first time since 2023 as they get set to host the Saskatchewan Roughriders tomorrow. Carter O'Donnell returns to the lineup after missing one game, while Joe Cooper slides into the right guard spot. On the Saskatchewan side, Jared Brinkman and Samuel Emelis remain game-time decisions, while A.J. Ouellette and defensive back Roland Milligan Jr. have been placed on the 6-game injured list. Friday Night Football kicks off in the CFL as the winless Ottawa Redblacks battle the East Division leading Montreal Alouettes. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Ottawa will be without veteran kicker Brett Lothar, who is out long-term, while Davis Alexander and Jake Mayer are set to battle at quarterback. The Blue Jays are back home tonight as they open a 3-game series with the St. Louis Cardinals at Rogers Center. Dylan Cease is on the mound for Toronto, while Kyle Leahy takes the ball for St. Louis. That game is going on as we speak. Tied 0-0 in the top of the second inning. The Edmonton Riverhawks are nearing the end of a regular season with only 5 games remaining. They welcome the Kelowna Falcons tonight with first pitch scheduled for 7:30. The Edmonton Stingers are also approaching the playoffs with just 2 games left on the schedule. They host the Saskatoon Mamba tonight at the Expo Center with tip-off at 7 before finishing their regular season next Sunday against the Winnipeg Sea Bears. You can listen live on any of Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And in NHL news, the San Jose Sharks have signed forward Colin Graff to a 3-year extension worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old had a breakout season, recording 46 points in 81 games. A fired-up Reid Wilkins on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
You're going to say that McDavid doesn't win a cup in the next 2 years and then still takes $8 to $10 million below market value to try to make it work here?
Crazier things have happened.
I don't know if they have. I honestly don't know if anything crazier than that has happened.
The 12.5 for 2 years was the craziest thing ever. No one
This would be crazier because you gave them 2 years,
and then they messed up.
And they blew it.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Remember to give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Elks game tomorrow at 5 against the Riders. We will have the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show with Milne and Ouellette at 4 here on Edmonton Sports Talk, and then the boys are on after the game as well to break it down. We have our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. Pasta Pantry for over 30 years in Sherwood Park, serving hot, delicious comfort food made right in their kitchen. They do it fast so you can slow down. Family atmosphere, and when you go to Pasta Pantry, you're one of the family. Check them out in Sherwood Park, your home of the pregame meal.
All right. And with that, we are pleased to be joined on the Reid Wilkins Show by this week's Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, Emerald Nanny. Emerald, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We are doing very well. Now, for our astute listeners, you're going to say, Nanny. Where does that name, how come I recall that name? Well, for those that can remember, we highlighted a couple months ago. Now, this would be your younger sister, Jade Nanny, correct?
Yes, Jade, yeah.
Okay, so for those that remember, Jade played in a different league with one of my daughters, so that's how I got to know her and get to watch her, and it was phenomenal. Now, Jade is 6'5". Emerald, how tall are you?
I'm like 6'2", almost 6'3".
Okay, so let's just get to know you a bit here, Emerald. How old are you and what school are you currently attending?
So I'm 17 years old and I go to Royal Crown School.
Now, Royal Crown School, for those close to Edmonton, they'd say, I've never heard of Royal Crown School. But Royal Crown School is not in Edmonton, it's in Scarborough, Ontario. What prompted the move? Like, what prompted you to go to this school out in Ontario?
Well, I knew that, like, if I want to accomplish my goals of playing Division I basketball, then I need the right exposure. And so there's lots of exposure there in Ontario and just on that side of Canada because it's closer to the States and many coaches are there. But, yeah, I just said I need some exposure and I want to achieve my goals. So I said that's the right move for me. So
even though you go to school there, you're from Alberta, your family's still here in Alberta. Well, some of your family. I mean, we learned that your brothers are down in the U.S. playing basketball. But you've recently played Team Alberta. Tell us about your experience with Team Alberta and how you guys did.
Yeah, well, so I played Team Alberta for the past 3 years. I started when I was in grade 7 or grade 8. And so last year, I actually got to compete at Canada Summer Games, which happens only every 4 years. And so the last Canada Summer Games in 2021, that was in Niagara Falls, the girls team won. And so we were able to repeat that and go back to back in the championship last year. And so that was amazing. Like Canada Summer Games, it's really like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And so I'm so glad that I, one, got to experience it, and two, got to win. So
wow, that's incredible. Yeah. And even more recently, now you've broke onto the national scene. Is that correct that you've represented Canada?
Yeah, I actually just came back from the FIBA World Cup about 2 weeks ago, and we placed fourth. Not exactly what we wanted. We wanted to medal, but still an accomplishment for being fourth in the world. So you said you're 17 years old right now. So are you going into your senior year, or your grade 12 year? Would that be correct? Yeah, I'm going into my senior year, and so yeah, it's exciting.
So I got to ask, like, I've gotten to know your family, obviously your younger sister, and you guys have a passion for the sport of basketball like rarely seen. For you in particular, do you have somebody that when you were a younger girl and you were watching basketball that you looked up to, or you aspired to kind of design your game after?
Well, for me, like I'd say in grade 7, I really started getting into college basketball. And so one of my big role models, and still my big role models, was Aaliyah Boston. She's currently plays on the Indiana Fever and went to South Carolina. And so I think she was one of the players that really got me into like really loving the sport and love watching it, not only playing it, but watching it. And so I love her footwork. She's an aggressive defender. She has great footwork. And so I really try to model my game sometimes like hers. So,
you're going into your senior year. After that, I would imagine that, as you mentioned, part of your goal is to get to the NCAA and play Division I basketball down there. What's the status? Like, are you currently getting offers? I mean, the exposure from playing at the FIBA World Cup, you played at the U16 FIBA AmeriCup last year. What kind of exposure and or traction are you getting out there?
Yeah, so definitely Division I is in my future right now. I mean, after the World Cup, I got noticed by like a couple more schools. And during my school season, we're constantly going to the States. We play in an American league. And so I've gained lots of exposure from that. And so I do have multiple D1 offers. And so it's just up to me now to pick the best fit for me. So
wow, that is fantastic. We're joined here by Emerald Nanny, Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. Recently played in the U17 FIBA World Cup. Okay, so you play a lot of basketball. You know basketball is pretty much year round now. I understand that, but all right, you got a couple weeks off basketball. You're trying to just take your mind off of the game for a bit. What's something else? Another passion that you have, Emerald?
Another passion that I have is, recently I actually learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So, that's been like fun to kind of just like do as a hobby, try and get some record times. And so I actually learned how to do it, when I was with my national team. One of my teammates, she taught me and a few other teammates how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So I've been kind of hooked on that lately and trying to kind of make my best time. So that's been like a fun thing for me. But just like, hanging out with my family and friends has also been nice.
And you're back in Edmonton now for the summer?
Yeah, back until school starts. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your time with the Rubik's Cube?
Right now I'm at 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And so I'm hoping to get in the 1 minute. That'll be my goal. In the 1 minute is like a good time, I'd say. But I'm a bit far behind, but I'm getting there.
So is it just about learning a pattern and then seeing how quick you can do it, or what's the secret?
Like, it's both pattern and sometimes luck, to be honest, because depending on how like the cube has been like mixed up, then sometimes you can get a good time or like a not so good time depending on how mixed up it is. But it's like both pattern and kind of your brain to like choose which spot like a color needs to go. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The only hope I would have or chance is those used to be stuck on those colors, and I would peel the stickers back and then, say, hey, look what I did. Okay, I do know something else because a couple listeners, we're live on YouTube as well. So listeners are always chiming in the chat. And one of our listeners coined a name for your sister when she was on this show, also featured as the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. He said Jade Wembanani.
Wow, that's really funny.
That's a good one, right? So are you going to be,
Yeah,
I know
it is a good one.
Jade is about to depart to go out to, I believe, Sherbrooke, Quebec. She's representing the U15 Team Alberta girls. How have you been in talks with her? Have you been, kind of coaching her through it? Because, you've been there, you've done that.
Yeah, I just motivated her and encouraged her to go out there and play her hardest and to show the other provinces that Alberta's on the come up and we're producing really good athletes. So she should go out there and represent.
Well, I'm sure she appreciates that. And Emerald, we appreciate you coming on the show here. You are the Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. I'll be in touch with you, but you've won a $25 gift certificate to Pass the Pantry out in Sherwood Park, as well as a custom Pass the Pantry limited edition Athlete of the Week hat. Okay, so we always talk about the athletes that come on here and say, remember that name. And ladies and gentlemen, Emerald Nanny, I believe you're going to want to remember this name as well. Emerald, have a great summer. Thanks for joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, that was great. Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. I really like the Rubik's Cube stuff, too.
That's
yeah, you want to nominate somebody, email us, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com or reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. The large majority of the athletes of the week are listener suggested, and we've been doing this for well over a year now, and it's been going really well. I want to remind baseball fans about this. Don't miss the Edmonton Riverhawks Community Foundation Field of Dreams Festival, August 22nd at Remax Field. You can hear stories from former Blue Jay and Edmonton Trapper Devon White. Try your luck in the batting cage and learn how to throw a curveball from the pros. Proceeds from the festival go towards helping more local kids play the game they love. Get your tickets for the Field of Dreams Festival at riverhawksfoundation.ca, and we will see you at the park. Really good Athlete of the Week. That's an incredible family, eh?
Yeah, and she was nominated by Kyle Palmer, who is the head coach and athletic director at Scona.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, really good stuff. All right, let's get fired up as well for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Of course, it's the big story of the day. The Elks opening 3 sections in the upper deck for tomorrow's tilt against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. President Chris Morris on the players getting to play in front of a big crowd.
Yeah, I would hope they don't feel much pressure because I think that their resolve and the way they've done things and playing together and making sure they do all the little things right and thinking about the moment in front of them, all the stuff that Mark talks about with them on a daily basis will insulate them a little bit from the stage and the moment that it's going to exist when there's 30,000+ in here. I imagine at the beginning of the game there'll be a little bit of, butterflies and all that sort of stuff, but the reality is once it all starts, for the players, a lot of that kind of goes away, and especially when you're at home when it's a big crowd, because what happens is that big crowd ideally intimidates and makes the opposing team really struggle through things. But at home, you just feel support, so it just feels good for you when you're at home.
Yeah, back-to-back here with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. We've been talking about it for the Elks. They got the belief, they got the confidence. The O-lineman Mark Cordy says that's a big part of their success.
Yeah, absolutely it is, and it's hard to quantify, what exactly that is, but there is a certain feeling of confidence when you've won close games. There's a confidence that you can do it again, and you feel like as the game's coming down to the wire, you feel like it's going to work out for you. So that's a real thing for sure, as hard as it is to quantify.
All right, so tomorrow at 5 o'clock, 6-1 Elks, 4-2 Saskatchewan Roughriders. We have the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show with Jason Milne and Matthew Wannock at 4, and then they're on after the game for the post-game show as the Elks try to make it 7. All right, words of the day. The oil understood still ahead. Here's Benny Thompson.
The Edmonton Elks are bringing back the Upper Bowl at Commonwealth Stadium for the first time since 2023 as they prepare for tomorrow's rematch with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Carter O'Donnell returns after missing a game, taking back his spot at left guard, while Joe Cooper moves into the right guard position. For Saskatchewan, Jared Brinkman and Samuel Emelis are both game-time decisions, while running back A.J. Ouellette and defensive back Roland Milligan Jr. have been added to the 6-game injured list. CFL Week 9 continues tonight with the Friday night matchup between the Ottawa Red Blacks and the Montreal Alouettes. The winless Red Blacks visit the East Division leaders with that game going on as we speak. It is 6-0 Montreal in the first quarter. The Toronto Blue Jays return home tonight to open a 3-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals at Rogers Center. Dylan Cease is on the mound for Toronto, while Kyle Lehigh gets the start for St. Louis. That game's in the top of the third inning, tied 0-0. The Edmonton Riverhawks are down to their final 5 games of the regular season as they take on the Kelowna Falcons tonight. First pitch is set for 7:30. The Edmonton Stingers are also closing in on the postseason with just 2 games left before playoffs. They welcome the Saskatoon Mamba to the Expo Center tonight for a 7 p.m. tip-off before wrapping up the regular season next Sunday against the Winnipeg Sea Bears. If you can't make it to the Expo Center, catch the action live on Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams. And in NHL news, San Jose Sharks forward Colin Graff has signed a 3-year extension worth nearly $13 million. The 23-year-old finished last season with 46 points in 81 games. Final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show. On the other side of the break, I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Is there any chance Ottawa gets back into this and gets a win?
The only thing that could be worse than their season so far is opening up somebody else's honeydew and spreading it over flaxseed bread. It's been a tough one so far for the Red Blacks. Now they've been close. They actually were really close.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us. What is the score here? 7-0 Alouettes. The French Falcons against the Color Palettes. 4.5 minutes into the game. What?
I just got to announce. Big G won those pair of tickets from Klima's Lid. Big G, I've sent your info over to Klima's Lid. He says he's sending the tickets now. Congrats. Now, the trivia question was, why did the Elks originally choose the colors green and gold? Well, the University of Alberta Golden Bears football team was far more established at that time, and they actually bought their first set of equipment from jerseys from the University of Alberta Golden Bears.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Pretty cool. The
Not
university team passed them on to the pro team.
Who would have thought?
It's the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Understood. Tell you this, there's hockey at Rogers Place and the downtown community arena next week. August 3rd, well, it's Monday, it starts. The Hlinka Gretzky Cup. And I want to remind people about this last-minute ticket offer for fans of both the Hlinka Gretzky Cup and the World Juniors. This week only, fans can buy a 2-game bundle. So you get a ticket to the Hlinka Gretzky Cup gold medal game and a ticket to a pre-World Junior tournament game at Rogers Place on December 23rd that'll feature Canada against Sweden. This is available for 1 week only. So there we go. The Hlinka Gretzky Cup, obviously featuring some of the top prospects in the hockey world, because these are the kids that are going to get drafted next year, right, Benny?
I believe so. Yeah.
So we got, I just want to double check the schedule here. We got 4 games a day, basically, starting Monday. So the Canadian games, 5 o'clock Monday at Rogers Place, Switzerland against Canada. 5 o'clock Tuesday, Rogers Place, Canada against Slovakia. 5 o'clock Wednesday, Canada against Sweden. Semifinals on Friday at noon and 5. And next Saturday, August 8th, you'll have the bronze medal game at noon and the gold medal game at 5 o'clock. There are also games in the DCA. So basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's double headers at both the DCA and Rogers Place.
Notable alumni: Sidney Crosby,
good player.
Alexander Ovechkin,
good player.
Nathan McKinnon, Steven Stamkos, and Benny's all-time greatest eye athlete, Jerome McGinley.
Oh, there we go. What were his stats at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup, Benny?
Probably incredible.
Fire.
All right. Let's wrap up the week here with the words of the day presented by the Edmonton Public Library. Memberships are free, by the way. EPL.ca to find out more.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
You might recall that Wednesday's words of the day, which are usually supplied by Abutsky, we called a audible and went with Ben, young Ben's words.
Not our Ben.
Not our
the
Ben.
Ben that you know.
My buddy's Ben. Maybe.
I don't know if I have.
I don't think I don't know.
Sickler's son.
Well, I've met Sickler.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten some rather saucy direct messages from Sickler.
So we moved Abutsky edition number 50 to today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. So first word of the day, jurisprudence. Jurisprudence. This is a noun, Reid.
JURISPRUDENCE. Jurisprudence.
That
doesn't even sound like me. Is that me? That's not
you.
me, is it?
That's you, fellow.
Jurisprudence means basically dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's when it comes to legal issues, like a thorough legal vetting or examination.
Well, okay, you're in the ballpark. I'm not sure I can give you full points. Jurisprudence is the study, knowledge, or philosophy of law, looking at big questions like what the law is, why we have rules, and how judges decide cases. So I'm going to
No, I didn't really get it.
I'm going to elect a 0.5.
I don't think that I should actually get 0.5.
1.5.
I appreciate your kindness.
You said law.
Well, I knew it was a legal term.
Okay, good enough.
Okay, fair enough. I wandered into the ballpark. I wandered out of the golf course, but I played the holes out of order.
Correct.
Where's Reid? They start on 15. Can we give him a round? Just let him play.
He keeps circling 15, 13, and 9. Second word of the day, nocturia.
Nocturia?
Yes. Nocturia.
All right. Nocturia. Well, this obviously comes from nocturnal, so what would this have to do with night?
Urea.
Nocturia. I'm going to say that this
Urea.
is... What, this has to do with peeing?
I said urea.
I'm going to say that this is... This is like the this encompasses things that have to, like the tableau of the night. Like bats would be part of the nocturia of the neighborhood. Part of the night environment.
Would you like a sentence?
Okay.
Dad's nocturia wasn't much of an issue aside from the time he crushed his pinky toe on the maple bed frame on his way back from the bathroom.
Sleepwalking. Oh, no. Oh, it means it's peeing at night. It's nighttime urination. Frequent nighttime urination.
Nocturia, Nocturia is the medical term for waking up 2 or more times during the night to urinate.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, that's a great way to go into the weekend, everybody. We'll see you at the Elks game tomorrow. We got coverage at 4 o'clock, the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show with Matt and Milne. They'll be on after the game as well. Should be a beauty. A lot of fans out to see the Elks take on the team from
Phil
Saskatchewan.
Pod already has over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, Montreal's up 7-3, 6.5 left in the first.
Get in the end zone.
On behalf of Ben Thompson and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Have a great long weekend.